just can't sit still anymore. I wanna break things with my hammer. I wanna start a little war. Isn't that what this little red button here is for? I wish this song was louder.
Well. Hello, everybody. Welcome on into the Cirque Du Sirois show, brought to you by major title sponsor here. It's a thing. It could be you. Glad to have you here today. My name is Cash Sirois. The show's named after me, so I'm a pretty big freaking deal. If you're listening on an audio version of this song, I will be the voice that speaks like this throughout the entire evening. If you hear this voice, it is me, Cash Sirois. If you hear this voice, it is Daniel Esquire? Daniel Balis, who thankfully, you and I get the one opportunity, thankfully, to finally do a show with just the greats. Just the good. It's like all filet for one effing time.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad for both of us.
It's good to
and all of you.
It's good to trim the fat a little bit.
Yeah. Or a lot.
You know. And I feel good about today's show. And today's show has a bit
What?
of a theme.
I thought we agreed we're going all out on the shark theme.
It's
So what we were about to get into is that this is the very close to the 50th anniversary of Jaws, the movie, and so sharks are kind of the point of this episode of the Cirque Du Sirois show, brought to you by your sponsor here. I am very clearly of the sea. I've got a shark hat on.
your shirt says Sea Tech, right? You're a technician of the sea, Cash.
That's right.
And you have a shark on your hat.
Uh-huh. And then
As you can see on our video monitor.
And then you have
as we are describing to you for our audio podcast listeners.
That's right. If you are listening, what you can't see is Daniel's hair is into a shark fin on the top of his head.
Loosely. It's falling, but yeah,
And then
it was beautiful. A minute
What
ago.
is Blue 29?
I mean, obviously, I am wearing an official game-worn Kenny Gant jersey. This was worn by Kenny Gant in the 90s, I believe. Strange that it fits as close as it does. I don't know how he got the shoulder
You guys have
pads
about the
in
same
here.
build.
Yeah, especially from the waist down.
So that's you and me.
And he's the shark, Kenny Gant, right?
That's right. His nickname was the Shark, and he had his little dance he would do, and he'd do cool shit.
Yeah.
So then,
The email said in all caps, we're going all out.
Right?
All
I
capital
read that
letters.
too.
Well,
I didn't get that email.
Madigan damn sure read it. Look who she's dressed as.
I'm Bethany Hamilton.
Okay.
She's famous surfer
We'd like to-
Bethany Hamilton.
We'd like to welcome
We support women who go through adversity.
Bethany Hamilton to the show anytime she'd like
Yeah.
to just be a part of the show. And you are already part of the show, so you might as well just come on board.
Come on down.
Leave it to the one girl on the show to have the least taste.
I thought I was going to win the costume contest, hands down.
You did not.
We're the ones that get blamed for.
Well, I'm winning hand up.
Oh, just one hand up.
We're the ones that
one
get
hand.
blamed for making it too difficult for interns for a working environment, but it's her that
It's
goes
her.
with that. Yeah.
Maybe he only had one
Sorry,
arm.
I'm
that
committed
intern.
to my job.
I think you look great.
Turn off your damn
you.
computer.
I'm glad you only.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
gosh,
trying to get.
come
I'm ready
on.
for chat.
By the way,
I'm the only one that cares about the people.
sack full of nuts. As much money as you have, get freaking YouTube Platinum Prime and pay the $10 a
real.
month.
I just pressed
so you
skip.
don't have spots.
I just pressed skip.
He yells at
All the
and
shit
he
that-
yells at Cash about this like
I
every other
swear
day.
to God, as much
Madigan
crap-
looks so great.
She does look cool. As much
Thanks.
crap
I
as
made
you
my own hair clip.
blow money on,
has a
you
li-
can't get ad free on YouTube.
She has a flower in her hair and kind of has like a whole surfer outfit.
Yeah,
It
I
really,
know.
It
I
looks
have board
fantastic.
shorts on too.
And
Y'all
one
just
arm.
can't see 'em.
It looks fantastic.
Oh.
We have special drinks for the occasion.
Huh?
What the hell?
I don't know. They kind of blended together in
What
color.
What is this?
They're shark bites. They're called. There's here, Madigan. I made you one.
Aw.
Do you mind?
Does this have
What, keto in it? Yeah, it's got keto in it. Just fucking drink it.
Mikey yells? Oh, that's right. We're not.
That's
We'll get to that in a second.
Couple
That's
days.
Thursdays.
It doesn't have. I'm just asking what.
Well,
it's purple
vodka.
drink.
If you hold it up, it should be. It's supposed to be blue on the top and then blood on the bottom for
Oh, I
what
see
sharks
it.
like.
Way.
See it?
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
it's white for the ice.
Yeah, white is the.
America.
we should have cheers you while you were over here, Madigan. I apologize.
It's
So I'm
okay.
cheersing you.
We're actually toasting
There you
her.
go.
You say the word cheers when you toast someone.
Thank you,
don't,
Danny. I was
Toast!
about
You
to
don't
say that.
cheers.
Toast.
Toast.
We learned to say toast.
He say
Here's
toast.
to the
He
biggest
says it's a
fish in the
toast.
sea.
Isvekata.
Isvekata.
That's salud or
Let's
cheers
see how-
in Lithuanian.
Mixology might.
It smells. It smells like nothing.
but it tastes like heaven.
Tastes like the
Sure
sea.
do.
This is an average tasting drink. It tastes like.
I like it.
So I went and
That's
bought.
It's not as syrupy
that's
as
a
it
lie.
looks.
It's strong as shit. How much vodka did you put in this?
a lot
X
of,
amount.
I needed a lot of white.
It's a stiff shark.
A lot of white in the ocean. I went to this.
Stiffy shark.
This is for the-
Stiffy
I'm gonna
shark.
be hammered by halftime.
Stiffy
Yeah.
shark.
Good Lord.
Stiffy shark.
I went to the liquor store.
Don't kick
That's not that bad. Drink some of that. Drink some more of that.
It's good.
I went to the liquor store.
I went to the liquor store today. Mm-hmm. I go to River.
Don't drink in the microphone.
River Cut Liquors. That's my spot, right next to where I think the Bronco Bowl used to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a good spot.
Fort Worth Avenue, right?
And I had to buy the other materials for this, and like grenadine. They have grenadine
Blue
in, like
carousel.
in a small bottle. Yeah.
Ingredients, not. Okay.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said something else.
It said something other than ingredients right there.
Yeah, you said component.
Oh, I heard supplies.
Yeah, that's.
yeah,
Yes,
to
it was
make-
not. It was a very chef X.
I heard Bronco Bowl.
Yeah,
Or just
You have to buy
Bronco
some more
Bowl just
Bronco
made
Bowls. And I got grenadine. They knew they have a small bottle of grenadine. I'm like, perfect. All I need is a little bit of red, which isn't really showing up in the drink. A little disappointed. And then I had to get blue curacao, which they only sell in the fucking this size bottle. So
What is that? That's a liqueur.
I don't even know. Yeah, it is a liqueur. And so we're going to have a shitload for the next decade plus in this office of blue curacao for all of our needs.
Can I talk about the most crucial thing?
What?
Is your stupid ear things with your wire coming up through the shark's mouth?
You should have done it through your
It's so
sleeve.
stupid. It's
like-
so dumb.
It's like your flossing photo. From
Yeah,
the
shark
Angel
floss.
Devil.
I didn't.
Sharky floss.
I don't know how to do it.
It's funny. Mikey told me about that we were going to do, the Jaws 50th anniversary
Yeah.
party today. And he's said we're going to do something shark themed. I'm like, well, I bet we could get a shark outfit. And of course, I go on Amazon and they have one. And I send him
Yeah.
the most jank ass piece of crap,
Yeah.
cheap.
I think you look, Mikey. Hey,
It's not
I
as
think
bad
you,
as you think.
I think you look scary. I think
Really?
you look tough.
I hope so, man.
Yeah, I think you look like somebody that you not to be not to be trifled with.
I wanted to.
Every time it works.
What
He's
did I
gonna
say
eat
when
me.
what did I say when I walked in and saw it laying out on the table? I go, wow, this looks affordable. As I'm touching
It was
it.
about $50.
High quality.
Was it really?
Really?
A fucking $50 joke. I didn't even use the company card out of my own pocket.
Now, why wouldn't you do
Why
that?
didn't you use a company card?
You can write that
That's why
shit
we
off,
have them.
man.
Because I was drunk and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And I'll buy it.
Yes.
And I didn't have my card and everything's in there.
You look-
And I was
look
trying.
cool.
I was trying to get him a full Greg Norman outfit, the shark hat and all that shit. And I'm
More
like,
expensive than you think.
yeah, more expensive even than this.
Way more.
Anyway, last thing, I was at the liquor store. I get all that shit, giant bottle of blue curacao, all this stuff. And I'm kind of looking around. They have like little bags, for wine if you buy a bottle of wine.
Is there a green curacao?
There's
think
a
it's just-
green apple.
There's green, peach,
No.
blue.
Called curacao, though?
No, I think
I
curacao
guess
is
I
definitely
think it's the blue.
because that's an
I
island.
think it's the blue.
I think the green is it Drambuie? Is that right?
That's not right.
They had it was
And then everything else is like schnapps.
there was green
See,
apple.
everything's a
right
schnapps.
next
You're
to it.
right.
Yeah, but there's a green liqueur.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Anyway,
and then they have like a wacky straw, like a tiny section, And I'm like, hey man, by any chance do you have
Hey, man. Hey, liquor guy.
I'm like, by any chance do you have any because you've seen them online when you see a shark bite, there's a little plastic shark. I'm like, do you have any
Yeah.
little sharks, or little stuff? And he kind of just goes, man, we ain't got no shark bullshit here. I'm like, okay, that'll be it then. We're fine, thank you.
That's fair.
Just the curse on the ground. He literally did the left, right.
Did he not know about the Jaws?
I didn't really get into
you
it
tell
after
him?
that. I think I just paid up. And
No.
again, not with the company card. And
The
left.
thing is that we're doing a whole thing about with Jaws. It's 50th anniversary. We got a show. You should listen to it.
They are.
And he's like, "There's a line behind you, asshole. Just go.
Yeah,
away.
just go.
Just go
I'm
away."
a YouTuber.
I'm a YouTuber.
You are an influencer.
Yeah, you on YouTube a lot,
You're
sir?
Alex Earl. Everyone remember that name from last week?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the girl
Yeah.
in the game.
Correct.
Yeah.
Vague.
Just like those little things you hang from your purse or whatever.
It's funny how he can't turn his head. Look at he's like
I don't like it.
He's like at the neck thing where he's just like, no, seriously. I'm interested in what you guys are
Do
saying.
you think anyone,
Poke your ears out.
whatever laughs I got from the shark outfit are probably done now, right?
No.
Chat's still popping up.
No,
There's
this is
new viewers every second.
well, and this is a gift that will continue to give because can you imagine what all of the thumbnails on the thumbnails on our social media clips are going to look
They're not
like
gonna
this
be
week?
all Kenny Gant all the time.
New.
Chat says you have to keep it on, and green chartreuse is the liquor that Danny was thinking
Chartreuse,
of.
That
Really?
makes sense.
Drambuie.
That makes
Green
sense.
chartreuse.
Damn it. Thanks,
That sounds
Chad.
delicious.
Chartreuse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat. So we're gonna move most of we're gonna about to get to the meat in just a hot second because this is a hot outfit. I'm realizing as
The drink gets better the lower you get.
Yeah,
Isn't it
because you
like-
get to the
You get to
grenadine.
the sweetness.
sweet grenadine at the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
I'm gonna give it a finger mix.
But there's the
Don't
blue.
do that. Don't finger your drink.
Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good.
You're
Ew.
nasty.
Yeah, just mix it good. Mix it real nice.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What are you guys talking about?
Ugh, got weird.
But I know some of our people want to play a little bingo. And guess what?
No bingo.
No dice. It's Thursday exclusive, brought to our friends by our friends at Kelly Legal Cash.
Yes. Thank you.
Look at him.
Thank you so much. We guys love Bingu, and we are now Thursdays only on Bingu, so that you can set your Palm Pilot. But
Your what?
I know what I said.
It was before you were born.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
AaronKellyLegal.com with an E. AaronKellyLegal.com. They're the ones that are powering Bingu, so that 100 of you can play. But that ain't happening on Tuesdays. But we give them love on. That ain't happening on Tuesdays. This is happening on Tuesdays. Bingu happens on Thursdays.
How many Sharks drinks did you have before we started
For
today,
real, Cash's
Cash?
gummy
you
just
are
hit.
wobbly, bro.
Yeah, if we were playing bingo, Cash's gummy just hit.
Hey man, it's like a Tuesday, you know.
Yeah, man.
On the sea.
So anyway, Kelly Legal, we love you.
Time for the meat.
Huh? The meat.
Hot.
Hot meat.
It's hot.
We got hot, wet meat today, right?
We
Mikey?
do. Chum, if you will. And thanks again. Perfect Tommy bought us these damn drinks.
Thanks, Tommy.
Salute.
Thanks, Tommy.
Perfect Tommy.
He's perfect in every goddamn way I can think of.
Toast.
Thank you. Thank you, Tommy. The meat is sort of sharks. It's Jaws. It's the 50th anniversary of Jaws, June the 20th, 1975, when that bad boy was released. And it's fun because like tons of articles and everything coming out and retrospectives. Do you guys follow on Twitter or it's called All the Right Movies?
No.
Incredible account. Like once a week they'll pick a movie, right? And they did Jaws this week, and it's like a 49 or 50 like tweet thread, but just fascinating. Mostly shit that I didn't know, with casting decisions that they considered, that sort of thing, and then clips and the real story behind it. It's a great follow. All the Right Movies.
All right, I'm down with that.
Yeah, check it out. It's really cool. They've done Die Hard, and it's awesome. Yeah.
Guys, Die Hard was just referenced.
Fascinating. But I do contend that Jaws is one of the most influential, like important movies, Corby, in history for
You mean
a handful of
films?
reasons. Yes. And I have plenty of evidence to back that up. There's a Dallas tie-in that's incredible. Yes, I will waste 4 minutes of everybody's life at some point. I didn't put the shark fucking costume on not to do the monologue, if you're wondering.
Oh, gosh.
But for the audio people that have no idea what he's talking about, Mike, there is one monologue in Jaws the movie when Quint, the captain, goes on and on about the USS Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And it is a moving tribute to everything that happened on that ship. And it is a shark-infested story that drives. It's basically the heart of the whole thing. And my brother Mike Sirois has memorized and performed the entire monologue sans notes for, I don't know, maybe you've done it 3 or 4 times live.
Something. I did on
And it
Cirque.
will happen. It will happen today on this show.
I'm ready. I did it in the shower.
I was wondering.
I did it in my
I'm
last
fascinated
shower
by what
3 days ago.
I figured it's been a couple of days since you knew this panic was coming.
I got it.
But the last time you rehearsed it was 3 days ago.
My last shower 3 days ago, yes.
You've not done it one time
But
since
he's
then?
had 50 drinks since.
He
3
asked me
days
What
ago.
could go
That's
wrong?
I've had since the last show, not 50.
25 on Monday,
Yeah.
25
No,
on Tuesday.
20 effing 5.
Okay,
25
you
is
had-
that's
you had
50 drinks. 50
6.
drinks plus the 6 she
You
said.
had 6 after the show on Thursday last week.
And then
No.
the tray of brownies.
I didn't have 6
The
drinks.
tray of brownies.
Yeah.
He just keeps like, oh, how many drinks you have? About 40?
That was 50.
They used to all
I'm
leave
like,
before me,
no.
but now Mikey's like, no, it's okay. I'll lock it up. I'll lock it up.
I was like rifling through Cash's drawers. Fucking what's the combination? Do this safe.
And I come to work the next morning. There's 50 candy wrappers in my trash can.
Yeah, and me just laying in the middle of them
They're on the couch.
on Monday.
It's 10:30.
No, yes, I'll do the monologue in a little bit. I've done it a couple times. It's fun. It's I think the best monologue in movie history.
It is
arguable.
definitely in the conversation.
And we originally did it because Cash and I on the original Cirque were going to have a monologue fight. So I'm like, I'm doing Jaws.
You know, I almost did my part of it for this again.
So once again, you didn't do it.
Right.
Okay. He was going to do the Pulp Fiction monologue about the watch.
Yeah.
You know.
There's just
Christopher
some.
Walken, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I basically.
You know it?
Fight us.
I basically kind of got it,
He gave
but
it a watch.
there's some really uncomfortable verbiage that I feel like I could just like a clean version of a rap song go through it, but I don't think that actually does what we.
Oh,
do
that's
here.
right.
Like the
Yeah.
punchlines in the song are terms that you couldn't say on the radio. We
Right.
could do them here if we wanted, but not on the radio, I don't think.
I just don't want to say those
I
words.
took the top off.
You'll put it back on for the monologue, though.
Yeah, for the monologue.
He got that
He died-
convertible shark.
He died of
costume.
dysentery. Give me the watch.
Give it a watch.
Name of Wanaka.
Anyway, the monologue's awesome. We'll do it a little bit later. The movie's amazing. And just to start with Dingu, because you are the eldest of us. And I don't know if
You lived during Jaws time.
Oh, yeah. Fully aware, fully cognizant.
in theater.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You saw it
75, right?
Yeah.
No, I did not see it in
Okay.
theater. I was way too young. But I remember all of the hype, all the hysteria around it. I had a bunch of older cousins that were able to go to the movie, and I would hear their reviews. And to them, first of all, you'd never seen anything like that on TV. Now, granted, I know we'll get to this too. The most of the reason that Jaws works is because you really never see the shark.
Yep.
It's the tension and the drama and the buildup, and the fact that the shark is implied. It almost makes it more terrifying than if you've got to deal with a shark for 60 minutes of a 2-hour movie. But everybody that I talked to that got to see the movie, I remember them being wholly impacted by it.
Yeah.
And it just knowing that these kids that were older and cool that I somewhat looked up to, I guess, that it scared the shit out of them. It scared the shit out of me to want to see it. Like,
Yeah.
I was scared to see this movie. I remember when I think I first saw it, it may have been when I was probably 10 or 11, and it was on HBO. I remember being really scared to watch the film.
It's funny you say that because one of the things I looked up was, and it's almost well known that the shark kept malfunctioning. They couldn't use the shark properly because they built it with all these hydraulic pumps and then they put it in salt water because Steven Spielberg, 26-year-old Steven Spielberg.
No, we need authenticity.
Crazy.
We got to do it out in the ocean.
Isn't that nuts? His second movie ever, basically.
Damn.
And yes, we got to do it out in the ocean. We can't do it in a studio or in the pool. So it kept malfunctioning. So yes, he said because of the shark's malfunctions, I had to. It was going to be a Godzilla movie that I then had to turn into a Hitchcock movie. So it was accidental that they.
I had no idea. I
Yeah.
thought that was fully intentional.
No.
So his
100%
intent was to
not.
make the shark on there a lot,
Well,
like just munching people.
A shitload more
Yeah.
than it was. And I think it was like about at the hour mark where he kills a kid named Alex Kintner, the shark, the kid who dies at the beach.
Yeah.
Which that's not the first kill of the movie. The first kill is the hot chick at the beginning, who there's a story behind that too. But yes, that's the first time you saw most of the shark is when he killed that kid about an hour into the movie. The hot girl at the front was the girlfriend of like another producer director who suggested her to Steven Spielberg, and he's like, "Well, can she
She
act?"
looks good from underwater.
Well, that's what Steven Spielberg's like, "Can she act?" And
Nah, but her shadow from below.
that's what he said. He's like, "No, but look at her." And I either wasn't at an age to appreciate a chick being hot when I first saw it, or never. I mean, I know she's hot in a bikini, but I saw some pictures of her, like real pictures. I'm like, God damn it, she is stunning. She's gorgeous, which whatever. Also in that scene, she's not an actress, but they had this like leather kind of strap thing on her waist. There was 5 guys underwater doing like the pull.
for blood, or
No, to
yank her
try
around?
to yank her around on top of the surface. Because
Right.
again, they're making this shit up as they're doing it, and then down, and yank her down. So yes, fascinating. But yes, they didn't even show the shark in full until the barrel scene when the shark does swim next to the boat.
Right.
And you're like, holy shit, look at the size of this thing.
Yeah.
Why'd you just wince when you had a sip of the delicious drink that Perfect Tommy
Because
commissioned for us?
I'm sad that I'll never have one again. It's just so perfect. It just makes me cry with every sip.
Okay.
I just
Got
She
it.
thinks it's terrible.
2-second timeout. I want to thank Hoff on Twitch.
Yeah.
25 gift subs.
Thanks, Hoff.
Thank you so much, dude. That is so cool. All of you guys are now subscribers.
Thank you. And them gift subs on Twitch are massive.
Yes.
Dude. That's huge.
Chat saying that the actress almost drowned filming that.
The actress?
Yeah.
I didn't read that. I read that they couldn't nail her scream either. So in the soundstage afterward, they had to get her to scream and like dump water, not waterboard her, but like dump water like down her throat
Yeah.
to do her death part.
Golly. I
Yeah.
had no idea. No
That
idea.
movie to me, why people are afraid of sharks basically is because of that movie. I think. I mean, sharks are, how many animals in the sea, or animals period, can kill human beings? Lions,
Plenty.
and freaking,
Yeah, lions in the sea, definitely.
no, not in the sea so much as,
Sea lions. Sea
Sea-
lions can kill you, yeah.
how many sea lions kill anyone ever?
Probably about the same amount annually as sharks do.
Get on our Discord.
Discord Daddy's going to be there. I did spend a lot of time this weekend on Discord.
But
I don't
that-
know if I'm Discord Daddy, but I'm good. I'm getting better.
That's
That,
good.
Chat.
to me,
Commenting.
see, Mikey and I are of the sea. Have you ever
Have you ever been in the sea?
Have you ever been of the sea?
I've been in the sea.
Have you-
and of the sea?
What's your
do you,
favorite
do you
sea?
scuba?
What's that? I have scuba dived one time in Grand Cayman.
Okay. And
Hell yeah.
snorkel?
Yeah, I love snorkeling.
Okay. So what I believe is that what's happening?
Yeah.
47 confirmed shark attacks in 2024.
That's a lot.
Okay, hold
A
on.
significant
God.
decrease from the 10-year
That
average.
sounds like a lot.
No. Shark attacks. Those aren't deaths.
4 fatality.
4. Honestly, you get 4 or 5 per year worldwide of sharks killing people. And then you ask people what they're scared of, and especially if they're anywhere near an ocean, they're going to say sharks is their number one effing thing.
It's like the fear of flying. People won't fly, but it's the safest form of travel. Or hot air balloons.
Just
Maybe
3
on
sharks.
Thursday.
Hot air balloons are the deadliest on Earth, right in front of heart disease. And then,
You're an idiot. There's 3 sharks that are responsible for most of the reported attacks on humans.
yeah, can we? Great whites?
Yes.
Bull?
Can people not have taste?
Great white,
Tiger?
bull, tiger. Those
Tiger.
are the 3.
Everybody's got a type.
Humans are killed. In fact, for every human that's killed by a shark, 2 million sharks are killed by humans. With a quarter of the world's shark species now at risk of extinction. In fact, you're 75 times more likely to be killed by lightning than a shark.
Yes.
Wow.
But if you are, the reason I ask you if if you are into scuba, is that when you are underwater, a shark, but then also like a barracuda, any fish that has like big eyes and is still in the
Black
water,
eyes like a doll's
they
eye.
look like they're about to decide that your days are dead, your days are numbered, your days are now over. And sharks give you that feeling. And I don't know if it's just from the movie or whatever.
It is
but
from the movie, and I think this is a theory, is that the sensationalism and fear that movie brought to people that went and saw it was then translated into the media probably covering things that otherwise would have just been normal. It's like, oh yeah, 4 people got killed by sharks. All right, that's kind of normal. That just seems like a very normal number. Where now the media reports on anything. If a shark is just seen, even anywhere close to people, it is on the news hardcore all the time. So my guess is, since Jaws, it probably influenced the media to capitalize on something that they know is going to get ratings.
Yeah.
Jaws got ratings, so guess what? Maybe shark stories
Well, it's
get ratings.
sensationalizing anything. And
That makes people more afraid because it's top of mind because they're seeing these stories a lot.
Poker Shark makes a good point. You show
I was just gonna say that.
You show up in my living room, the ocean, expect to get bit. Castle doctrine applies to the sea.
He said this is shark slander, and I won't stand for it.
Well, I mean, we're actually
Sorry,
defending
Poker
sharks.
Shark.
Yeah, we're trying to, right?
Poker
least Mike
Shark.
is.
I'm
It says
defending
in his
sharks,
name.
yes.
It says in his name.
If a shark is attacking you, yes, I fully encourage you, if you have a weapon or whatever you can do to fight off that shark and fight for your life, yes, do so.
Mikey, do sharks fart?
Absolutely, sharks fart. Why'd they waste time
Chat wants to know
asking
if you're
that?
saying shark or shart.
Look at the fucking outfits. We're talking about sharks, baby.
We didn't dress in shit emojis.
So this movie was
Here, hold on,
basically.
before you change.
Oh,
A champagne cork.
okay.
help
Let's
you.
just let everybody.
Constipation.
Oh, causes of
Cycling.
death.
Falling out of bed. Fireworks. A jet ski. A lawnmower. A ladder.
Oh, things that kill you more than sharks.
Way more often than sharks do.
Love your shark.
I mean, serious. It's disproportionate to the fear, and I get it, dude. I love the ocean, the water. We're of the sea, but when I'm in the water, it crosses my mind. It has, and it still does. But it's just so unrealistic and such a long shot, you know?
Can we get back to the movie?
Yeah.
Well, Madigan's got her
Madigan
hand
has
up.
her hand
No,
up.
go ahead.
We have a highlighted chat on YouTube from Texas Carter. He said, you're attacked by a shark and you have to lose an arm, a leg, or your nose. What part are you giving up for your survival? None can be reattached, and for some reason, no prosthetic fits in this place.
You have to say no.
Good question.
You have to say no's. I mean,
But you're the most vain dude I know. You're not going to pick nose.
but I
just do
literally just said it though. I'm sorry. I didn't finish
He's
the
challenging you. He's saying he doesn't believe you.
Yeah.
People say things all the time. Just because I say I just said it
Yeah.
doesn't mean you're not
I
lying.
just-
Wait, there's a ceasefire.
I
just said it.
I gave charity at the office. People say stuff all the time.
You have to say no's because you will look like a shark nose person, but you have all your arms and leggies, and you are able to move around. What?
Look at, see? Hot Madigan's
don't
like, I
agree.
ain't losing this nose. She's pulling a Bethany Hamilton again. Look at her. She
She's
still
like,
looks great.
She's
She
like,
doesn't
I've got
have
my
on.
answer. My answer is left
I would
arm.
personally go no arm. But I don't know about y'all.
Okay, I think you do have to consider leg. We're not giving up an arm.
Oh, no.
We're not giving up a leg.
Look,
My
you're
legs
wearing
are my
pants.
identity.
Prosthetics
Yeah, I
have come
think
a
prosthetic
long way.
I
nose.
think leg.
Oh, he said prosthetics don't fit.
Yeah, you can't get a prosthetic. You would just be wobbly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
My legs are my image, so I would go arm probably.
I didn't know you had.
You're an
image.
influencer. That's a good
But-
point.
When you're a 6-foot woman.
Everybody's.
You have an image.
You're like a
Your legs are
6-foot
your
woman,
image.
Danny.
I am.
Oh,
I don't know what I'd have to go. That's. You know what? Just flip a coin. I cannot decide. I really could not decide.
I think practically the right answer is your nose.
Gotta take nose, bro.
That way everything
you have
functions.
no nose. You just have a
Yeah,
No,
you're,
but then you get up.
hole.
you're
Dude,
just
you-
like Walton Goggins in that show.
No
Fallout.
prosthetics.
In the
She just
Fallout
said-
show.
Voldemort.
No, that wasn't.
Mort.
No.
He said no prosthetics.
Who said?
The chat.
He say?
Texas Carter say.
Yeah, he said none can be reattached, and for some reason, no prosthetic fits in this place.
Doesn't matter. It's still freaking cosmetic.
It's not. You don't have. You got a
You know how
hole
many
in the
hot-
front of your face.
You know how many?
You got a little mouth above your big mouth.
Wait, you're talking about this nose?
your nose.
Yeah.
What fucking nose did you think we were talking about?
I still. I'm sorry. You're. You know how many badass actors have killer scars, bro?
That's
Okay, we all
Like
want a
you'll be
cool
noseless,
He's-
kick-ass
he's
guy that
conflating
can walk and drive.
a cool pirate scar
Yeah.
with having a gaping hole in the middle of your freaking face.
It's not a cool Bond villain, like
Isn't it though?
to have no nose? No, you're fucked.
No,
Carry
no,
over
no
on-
nose would be a great.
Your dogs wouldn't even still love you if they
Olive
looked
would
up at you.
freak.
They wouldn't know you.
They would just bark at you.
Olive would freak out. Carrie
Plus-
Matthews on YouTube just sent us $20 to DoorDash more booze for Mad Dog. So thank you. I agree.
That's lawn chair.
Salute.
Lawn chair style
That
right
is
there.
Freak Jesus.
Jesus.
in the
I will
flesh.
say there's a chance that with no nose you could be ingesting a lot of toxins and
Yes.
shit that's like really bad for you, some sort of infection. And the next thing you know, your eye is gone, and then it spreads down, and your arm and your leg are both gone.
But you could
too.
also get like all broccoli in there. You could have like
Okay.
Brussels sprouts.
He's Cash Sirroy. Well, thank you for the chats and thank you for the drinks, Carrie. You're the man. Do you know of the? Well, it's just more movie shit. I don't know. Do you have anything else?
No. I want to talk about the fact that it was. I mean, by all accounts, everything that I've read, because I've read a lot about it this week. It's only 2 days in the week. Probably the first blockbuster ever. The merchandising was insane for it because that year I didn't see the movie, but you know what I got for Christmas? The Jaws game. Do you remember what that was?
Board game?
No, it was a plastic.
No.
It was a plastic shark about this big.
Look that up, Matt. Again.
Yeah, the Jaws toy or Jaws game, and his bottom jaw was hinged, and it put a bunch of garbage in it, like there'd be a tire, and then like an anchor, and then a guy's leg.
License plate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
I
seriously, a
found it.
guy's leg, and you would have this little hook, and you'd remove each thing from the bottom of his
Fun.
mouth. And obviously, the more weight you take off, the closer it gets to closing. And the person that took off the item out of this bottom jaw that made it close, he lost. It's kind of like Operation.
Yeah,
or one of
reverse
those-
operation.
Yeah, reverse operation. It's
This-
kind of like one of those games. That's it.
That's
Here,
it.
click that third one so we can see what the component. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. There it is. See his big ass jaw.
No, I never said.
And it's got all that shit. Look at those bones and stuff, and you put that in his bottom jaw, and then you fish it out with that hook. There it is.
You played
But
that.
there's little Ding, 5-year-old Ding playing with that. and
Is that the same little red
Yeah,
stick that you
that's
poke
it.
the doo-doo with?
That was a different stick.
Okay. It's an honest question.
By the way, we need to tell that story because I don't know if you remember the song that accompanied
I know
that.
the effing song.
It's the
Yeah.
best song I've ever done in my life.
Yes.
And it's about poking a girl's piece of shit with a stick.
We need the story and the song.
Okay.
I don't.
Go
20
ahead.
seconds.
Do it.
Sorry, we got breaking sports news.
Oh.
Is it real?
Kyrie Irving has signed a 3-year extension for $119 million to stay with the Mavericks.
Okay.
Don't want to divert.
How many million?
They're spending money.
120 million, 119 million.
Thank
3
you.
year?
3 years.
Thank you.
An
3
extension.
years, 120?
Yes. With a knee that don't work till frickin' trade deadline.
We'll take that shit.
But we here at the Collectible Network / The Well / Cirque Du Sirois love Kyrie Irving.
So I have a couple.
Facts.
Yes. Okay. Impact wise.
Yeah.
You're right. On twofold, I think dead serious, it's the most impactful movie of all time because of how we all still are scared shitless of sharks.
Yep.
So if Jaws didn't exist, someone would have come up with a shark movie. There's probably a shark movie before Jaws. I don't know. A shitload of them after. They're all children of Jaws for sure. But yes, that I think is the main impact. But you're right. The second one is it's the first ever summer blockbuster. They didn't even think of.
Yeah, changed the way production companies release movies.
Yes, they mass released it to a shitload of theaters, and they usually kind of trickled it. They did have a lot of promotional material that they didn't do really in the past. It's the first movie that ever made $100 million. Jaws.
That sounds so tiny right now.
And I think
I
it was
know.
a $6 million budget that Spielberg inflated to 9+.
And he probably got so
his
much shit.
balls chewed off.
Yeah.
for raising it that much. So much so they had to add scenes. If you remember in the movie, there's a scene where they look at the boat wreck underwater and the
face.
head pops out. So that was shot in a lady's pool. And I always remember that movie feels and looks a little different than the rest of the movie. It was shot in a lady's pool, a massive pool, obviously, because he feel like I have room for another scare. I need one here, whatever. And he paid for that $3,000 out of his own pocket, basically.
$3,000.
$3,000.
Not worth it.
Right. So I don't know. Just fascinating that it's the first one to make $100 million on essentially a $9+ million budget.
And then everybody wanted that poster in their room.
I mean,
That poster is so iconic.
just the shit that they've sold.
Yeah.
Yes, whether it be posters or licensed merchandise or the little game.
There's a shirt at Target right now. I considered getting
Yeah.
it before I came up with my genius idea.
The crap that I've done recently with the other stuff that I'm working on, I looked at the best movie posters and TV posters of all time, and that is like top of the
Yeah, it has to
top
be
of the
what?
tip of the spear.
Godfather, that.
Yeah. Like there's just
But like Scarface, but like iconic.
yeah.
Even the logo, they're still selling shit galore, you know? And it's like got vintage cool, but it's also just badass.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And you've got to think that Spielberg probably had a buddy that was a graphic designer or an artist and threw him $500 to draw him
Yeah.
a poster.
And it's
So
fucking sharp.
There it
and
is.
that's a whole I don't mean to sideline everything for 1 second, but Eskimo Joe's Stillwater, you familiar?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Great
So
cups.
that logo at Eskimo Joe's for you don't even know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Oklahoma State, there's a kick-ass bar, and Eskimo Joe's it's a great logo with an Eskimo and a dog and whatever. And
You have to go to Oklahoma to see this?
well,
To go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to go into the bar, you
you can
have
see the t-shirt.
you
They
can
have,
buy it
like,
online.
They have novelty plastic cups that are like huge.
Yes, I've
You can see
got like
pictures online of any of this.
I'll probably just look online.
you can
I'll
look
have
at
to
you
go
could
up to
Google
Google
it
for it.
on the internet
Yeah, I can do that.
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about it now instead. Anyway, point is that it was a dude, a student that drew this thing, and it has sold like Hard Rock T-shirts.
That logo?
That like the Jaws, yeah, and it has sold. And he basically had a choice of like
Bar tab.
$1,500 cash and drinks tonight,
Or a piece.
or a piece. And he's like, "Give me that cash."
I made a huge mistake.
I made a huge mistake.
Yeah, I wonder if Spielberg and the production company made all the money, or I mean, I'm sure
There's so many-
those actors were working for nothing. I mean, I wonder if those people took any type of perpetuity back end deal or anything like that.
I don't think that shit was offered at that time.
Yeah,
No,
that's true. I don't know if that was.
I mean, there was not.
I mean, but I'm saying on a small budget film like that, even in 1975, I don't think it would have
But I
been.
think that was not a small budget movie. I think that was kind of a big budget movie, relatively speaking.
Well,
because
maybe.
the point is, Richard Dreyfuss, I have no idea how big of a star he was prior to. Roy Scheider, was he something before then? Point is, none of those people were
that movie made both of them.
right. Nobody had the kind of leverage where like I want some of the back end. That's the point is the movie was the first $100
Well, we
million
don't-
movie.
My point is, we don't know, and I'm saying that it wouldn't have been uncommon, I don't think, to get actors with somewhat of a name to say, look, we don't have a lot of money to pay you, but we'll give you a 0.5%.
I don't think that
and that pie in the sky thing that this thing's never going to reach $100 million.
Well, no.
There's no way they would have thought that.
At that time, I don't think that was even a
Yeah.
conversation or an option to be discussed.
yeah, I don't know. It reached 470 million, by the way.
That's insane.
I just use 100 million as like the massive, like,
It was
oh my
the
God,
first-
we
yeah,
made it.
yeah.
And then yes, years later, but it made $470 million, which is 2.2 billion in today's money. On casting, they wanted Charlton Heston to
Yeah.
play the Roy Scheider
I
character.
love
actually.
hearing stories like that.
God, I wish I had more because there are a bunch.
There's so many movies that it's like, we had
Yeah.
Marlon Brando. That's the guy that we wanted.
So some people said no. Spielberg went to a party in Hollywood, and Roy Scheider, who he didn't really know and had been in something, was talking to him about it, and he basically was like, "Yeah, we want Heston to do it, but it's not working." And Roy Scheider, apparently, as the legend goes, just said, "Why don't I do it?" And Spielberg had a light bulb and said, "Perfect." And last thing on Scheider is that dolly shot, which among the movie impacts that Jaws had.
What, Smile, you son of a bitch?
No, the dolly shot.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
zoom
Oh,
and
yeah.
pull.
Yeah.
Makes you think of The Shining.
Yes, and
That's
it is
Hitchcock.
It is.
Dolly
It's
zoom.
from
Hitchcock.
Vertigo. It's a Hitchcock thing, but it's known as the Jaws shot ever since then. And that is right when that little kid dies, that Alex Kinter. I have a little random ass quick story on that kid, which I just thought was kind of cool. So the kid's name was Alex Kinter, the 10-year-old boy who became the shark's second victim in the movie, right? And he's played by this kid named Jeffrey Voorhees.
Woo!
And Alex's mother was the lady. Remember the old lady who looked really old at the time? She's the one that
Oh, yeah.
slapped
What is she, like,
Brody.
39?
Yeah, she's probably like hot and young, but she looked ancient. Mrs. Kintner, she was played by Lee Fierro. So many years later, Fierro was in a fish restaurant in Martha's Vineyard, which is where this whole thing
Bringing
was
it
shot.
back to fish.
And fish reference. And she saw an item on the menu called the Alex Kinter Shark Sandwich, right? So
Really?
Yeah. And she's like, what the hell is this? And she told the waitress, she's like, actually, I played Mrs. Kindner. I played his mom in the movie. And
And they said 20% off.
I played her in Jaws. The waitress left the table. A couple of minutes later, Jeffrey Voorhees appeared from the kitchen. He owned the restaurant.
No kidding.
They hadn't seen each other since the movie and spent a couple hours together that day. And he obviously picked up her bill.
That is killer.
So the kid who died second in Jaws has a restaurant on Martha's Vineyard
And his
with the Alex Kintner shark sandwich, and his fake mother.
actress mother came there to have a shark sandwich.
Right, and happened to just like casually mention that she was in the movie.
Which shark sandwich, coincidentally, is the name of a Spinal Tap record.
That's right.
Yeah,
Shark-
and it was reviewed with a 2-word review.
what it should have been called.
Shit sandwich.
It should have been called Shit Sandwich.
Are you excited for the Spinal Tap reboot?
Is it actually a reboot, or are they just re-releasing it to theaters?
No, whole new movie, bro.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
that was not
No, I am.
genuine.
Is there any way it's good?
No.
Yes.
No, look,
It's
Okay, Happy
yeah.
Gilmore 2's coming out. It's going to be the same shit.
it was
Just
terrible the first time.
what
One of the
the
worst
hell
shows
are
Your
of
you?
all
mouth,
time.
Daniel Esquire.
What is he even?
And I'm going to tell you this, too, right now.
I don't like it.
Open
I don't
your
like it.
ears.
Zip it.
Open your ears.
Zip it.
Open your
I
ears.
sat down and
Zip.
watched. I have, for whatever reason, I have Spinal Tap on Blu-ray. And
For whatever reason,
in
because it's excellent.
the last probably 6 years,
I hate
probably
this
6
already.
years ago, I watched it. And it's classic, and maybe it's because I've seen it too much, but it'd been a long time. It wasn't funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I've run into that a lot, and I
Yeah.
get it.
And
And I think
but
I may have done the similar thing with Spinal Tap, but I think it's because you know the jokes. There's no shock to it.
I
There's
think
no-
you're probably right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's not your fault.
Yeah.
But
it's not your,
that's
it's not your
it's
fault.
not your.
I've just seen
It's
it
not your
so
fault.
many times.
Danny,
It's not your
it's not your fault.
And then there was a lot of
Danny,
time that went. I'm
not-
just going to sit here.
it's not your
and just
fault, Danny.
Drink my purple drink.
Danny,
This, by the
I'm
way,
sorry it's
has
purple now.
turned into purple drink.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we sipping lean now.
I'm sorry.
I'm not
Goes
gonna
out to
repeat
Big
that.
X the plug.
These sharks are in the Gulf of
Big
Oh.
Cash the plug.
Gulf of Mexico.
Gulf of America. Lastly, the music thing, the Jaws music, simple yet fucking iconic. Spielberg went to John Williams, who is the Dr. James Andrews of movie music. Like he's the one dude
He's
you
done
know.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how the one guy is just.
How do you get to where you're the guy?
someone and you're just synonymous?
Gotta go. I'm here.
And he went to. He knew he was going to do the soundtrack, whatever. And he sat down with John Williams. John Williams literally just did the, and Spielberg thought he was joking. And he's like, "What?"
No, play me the rest of the song
then-
now.
Then he just looked at him. He's like, "Okay, yeah, I got it." And he said it took him about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then everything for Spielberg then clicked.
It made sense.
And he's like, "Oh my God." The other little thing on the music that I learned recently was obviously anytime the shark's nearby, again, they don't show the shark for an hour in the movie. They play that music. So that's what lets you know. And there's a Pavlovian response where you start to understand that.
Right.
There's a scene where those kids pretend to be the shark. Remember the kids?
Oh
with the fake-
yeah.
They don't play the music. Like, but the fins coming in, you see it, but they don't play the music.
Smart.
And then the one decision was when Roy Scheider was on the back of the boat.
The music is the shark.
The music is the shark. It's
Beautiful.
And then, yeah, which I never would have realized. And then when he's at the back of the boat chumming, bitching, and then the shark's head pops up, which I remember vividly scaring
Oh, yeah.
the shit out of me.
Oh yeah.
Because I think that's the first time you get to look at the whole shark's
You and George
face.
Dunham.
Is that what got him? Or?
What was on the cold open?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I forgot. We want to rewatch the cold open.
It's not about the notes you play. It's about the notes you don't. Says Jermaine Banter.
Less is more, babies.
Well, his point for that exact scene was they didn't play it in that scene because the only time in the movie they don't play it is because they wanted the jump scare. And they're like, we feel like it would have alerted, because you don't know that's coming when he's just bitching and chumming. And then that fucking head rises out of the water and takes up the entire screen. That led to the ad-libbed line of, "We're going to need a bigger boat."
That's ad lib.
Ad-libbed.
no way.
Come on.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
according to lore,
Ah, lore.
You know,
according to
Madigan.
Laura.
Oh, there it is.
Mikey's scream.
I could-
Hey, it's one of your black friends.
I could
Your
always make
many,
always make
countless black friends.
Donovan laugh with the overscreen.
The overscream.
Yeah.
You mentioned John Williams. I wonder if obviously he's an incredible composer, but all of his known compositions are attached to film. And we know that when you put music in a movie or a video, or you attach moving images to a piece of music, it makes it more memorable and more important and more connecting to people. I wonder if he had released these same pieces on his own, would they be as iconic as far as him in that genre of classical music composers?
I ask you,
would they be in that same conversation with the greats of, the 16th and 17th centuries?
I ask you to think about the same.
17th, 18th, 19th centuries.
I ask you to think about the same things with like some commercial that you like. Oh, it's an amazing commercial, but it's got a track that you already know. Is that commercial so great, or is it connecting with you on that other level?
They each make each other better, though. I think. Because there's so many great songs. There's so many songs that are brought to people's attention because of the images that they're attached to. Whereas if you maybe heard them on the radio, you wouldn't give them a second.
That
thought.
music released into the void, would be respectfully virtually worthless. Like, who is going to be like, oh, that composer was so amazing or whatever? Like, it's only because of pop culture that becomes.
Well, but that's
the music also in turn makes the images.
Yes, totally.
They
work well together.
Iconic.
But it's also a societal thing. Who are the great composers of the last 50 years?
Well, Daniel Esquire.
Only Sir Daniel Esquire. That's the only one I know.
Well, as far as classical composers, I don't know.
You wouldn't know, exactly. So if John Williams wasn't doing movies, yes, you would never know his name. He may have created some beautiful things, and probably has. You could probably look up John Williams.
Like his solo stuff.
His solo shit.
Non-movie shit.
Yeah.
It's funny, along that, and I don't want to derail or sidetrack too much, but I was watching this clip of an interview with Maynard, the singer from Tool, and he was talking about, he's talking about, I'm old, I'm out of touch, I don't know anything about new music. It's like, I wouldn't have even known anything about Billie Eilish. I mean, I heard her name, I heard her tracks, it doesn't even register with me. But then I watched True Detective on HBO, and this fucking song comes on in the beginning opening credits, and I'm like, what is this? And he finds out it's Billie Eilish, and he's like, I fucking love her.
Really?
Yeah, he's like,
she's awesome.
Gone back to her catalog.
Awesome.
She is amazing.
And her brother.
Yes, Phineas.
Sweet
is the
Phineas.
best. But yeah, he's like became obsessed with Billie Eilish because of True Detective.
Well, that is
Wild Country.
I think
or whatever
that's
that
the
was.
modern. I don't know if even a composer could possibly become famous these days. Because of how we take
they
in.
don't really do soundtracks like that anymore for
But
movies.
but
It's
sound
like they get like 15 current artists that everybody loves and make them all sing one song.
Right, but could a composer who's creating amazing, beautiful shit even like crack the surface of not pop culture? I hate to even say it like that, but like to where we would know and be like, God damn, all right, listen
Not
to
in
that.
the world of overconsumption.
I'm sorry.
There's
Yeah,
just
like, there's
so
just no
much
room
out
for it.
there.
I need to
that
stop
it's hard to
everything
be
for
topped.
Z
No
Baker. $50 tip through freaking YouTube. Thank you.
So nice.
We can continue
You
on.
get naked or something?
Celebratory Kyrie tip. May we all
Celebratory.
be
$50
able
bucks?
to
What
feel
do you write?
like
Do you write anything
MFFLs
else, or-
again.
Celebratory. She just read it.
Oh, sorry.
Celebratory Kyrie tip. May we all be able to feel like MFFLs again.
That's very sweet.
Fucking A,
He
dude.
sent us .0001
Z Baker.
monies of the value of the Kyrie Irving
Toast!
contract.
Yep.
So thank you.
Toast.
That's one dribble
hitting
from
that
Kyrie Irving.
I bet it's.
You think it's less?
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah, dude.
50
Thank you
bucks.
so much.
50
Very
bucks a
cool of
dribble?
you.
$50.
I bet if you broke that down, and there's an analytics site out there that you could find it. I bet Kyrie's probably making it's probably something like $2,500 a dribble.
A dribble.
Yeah,
Dribble.
He says a dribble.
yeah.
Car. Do.
Yeah.
House. Giant house. Yacht.
Boat. No, I don't want to keep do the upkeep. No, I don't want to hire somebody.
I got a
to take
fucking
care of it.
yacht.
Less
And that's
dribbling.
a fucking yacht.
Less dribbling.
All right. Lastly, on Jaws stuff, and I never knew this until there was a Dallas News article about it just recently about the impact of sweet Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
Which, if you're an international fan of the Cirque Du Sirois show, you may not know we broadcast out of Dallas, Texas. You could have stumbled across us from any number of ways. We have a big fan in California who bought a recent piece of art of mine. The picture I drew for him, somebody bought it for $100.
I saw that 0.05% of our listeners, I think it was 0.02% of our listeners are in South Korea. Shout out.
.02.
What's up, South Korea?
.02. .02.
That's our soul brothers.
Hey, one of my best friends from high school was
You did
adopted
it.
from South Korea. So thanks,
Hell
South
yeah.
Korea.
Holla.
And tie back to Cash's story, her mom drew the Vineyard Vines logo of the whale, and she only got $50 for it, and then they blew up.
well,
and
like
now-
actually drew the original
Yes.
Vineyard Vines whale?
Yeah, while she was in college at OU. As a
How are you
nursing
supposed to
student.
know? There's no way to know.
You don't.
But is
You
it a
take
company that
75
Say
bucks.
her name now. Her name is Diane Sullivan. Give her
Diane
the credit.
Her name is Diane Sullivan.
Her name is Diane
And it-
Sullivan.
Diane
In
Sullivan.
those scenarios, you're fucked
Remember
either
it.
way because if you try to overcharge
Yeah, they'll be like,
or ask
whatever.
for the
Yeah,
world,
we'll go to somewhere
a
else.
line forms to the left of
Yeah.
people that can do the same thing.
I get Malcolm,
almost like the
Malcolm
ticket.
could draw a friggin' whale.
Uh,
I
The
mean,
Nike
I'm-
swoosh lady got $15, and then after like 20 years or whatever, they gave her 500 shares, which now equals to like $35 million or something like that.
That sounds like
Hey.
a good
that's
deal.
nice. Yeah.
See, that sounds like a good deal.
That's
Smart women
35
in
million per dribble, considering she doesn't play basketball.
Toast.
Speaking of women in art, y'all want to talk about the Light Bright?
I want to talk women's softball.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk women's
Okay.
softball.
Well, that's a turn. All right.
Are we
sure.
done with Shark?
No, I have a lot more shark.
No,
Oh,
we
you
do,
can
but
go back to sharks.
no, well, now
We'll
we're
knock
here.
it out.
Now we're
we
here.
have women in art.
I can't read it. What does it say?
Amy Wake,
This
sucker.
is an Instagram for Amy Wake. Amy with an E at the end. She is a artist, and she's got some really cool stuff. She does upholstered canvases. Everybody go follow her. I'm gonna do a quick.
Thank you to
Whoa.
Amy Wake.
Oh yeah, this is her Instagram. I legit, she showed me this. So I don't know if her or her husband got on board. Like,
Her
put her
husband
damn
did.
thing on the light bright. Amy
out
Wake with an
JR.
E, AMYEWAKE, and she's an artist. And for real, there's two of these things. I was like, I need to get those.
And by supporting her, you support us. So support her.
That would look good in my pad.
I don't want to sign in Instagram.
All right, don't yell at
Hey,
Instagram.
what happened?
Instagram will
Oh,
come back and attack
It's
you.
just Instagram at Amy Wake, right?
Amy
Yes.
E. Wake.
Amy Wake.
Amy E.
A
It's
M
Amy with an E.
E. Wake.
So, but there's an E.
AMYE.
So AM,
WAKE.
it would be fine with the Amy, but this one has an E.
I think it's AM.
And then
AMYE.
Can we all congratulate my @ sign with the Light Bright? Because that was hard.
All
It's
she
impressive.
let's make it about Madigan.
Oh,
Let's
what
make
you
it about
did.
And
Madigan.
back to me. Thanks,
to-
everyone.
Make it about Madigan.
Bethany Madigan.
Amy Wake, I think, is what we really are trying to celebrate. Thank you
Yeah.
for being you and loving us, and we love you. Therefore, Circle of Life.
If you like cool art, Amy Wake.
And if you like
On
bad hair,
Instagram. What?
I'm
What are you
done, with
talking
my,
about?
I'm done with my sentence.
Nick Nolte's mugshot? Is that what you're going to bring up? Why'd you say bad hair?
I didn't.
Nick Nolte was not wearing a shark costume when he got arrested.
Let me give you a
Dummy hair.
let me give you the Dallas tie-in to this thing. There should be absolutely no Dallas tie-in to the movie Jaws, and
On account of no ocean.
no ocean, none whatsoever. I'm actually going to read a couple chunks of this, but I thought it was fascinating. I didn't know this at all. And I asked Danny, you barely remember, or you do know the Medallion Theater?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It was a pretty popular theater in the probably 70s, early 80s, but by the time I moved here and
There's so many places like that in Dallas that are gone now that I love hearing you talk about. And music venues, theaters, stuff like that. That Medallion, I don't remember.
Yeah, Medallion was a pretty popular theater, I think, in the 60s, 70s, over there by the old Don Carter's bowling alley, which is now, I think, a children's theater. Yeah,
don't know.
this is all before your time.
Yeah.
But in the 80s, when I moved here, it was called the Dollar Movie because it was one of those, like, after their, initial run was finished, they'd put these, second run movies in the Medallion, and you would go there for $1. When I was like in my early 20s, that place was packed.
Really?
Yes, you could go there for $1 and watch Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah.
Well, someone went there and watched Jaws. It was on. So again, the movie, 50 years old, June 20th is when it came out. But on March 26, 1975, 3 months, right, before the movie came out, 2 or 3 months, I'm going to just read this. And I think it's kind of amazing. March 26, 1975, Steven Spielberg watched intently from the back of the Medallion Theater in Dallas as his second feature film, Jaws, was shown in a sneak preview. It was the first screening of Jaws before a public audience.
Really?
The number one first. And as we've talked about, imagine. I mean, they didn't know how people were going to react to this movie. They're freaking out.
Was this kind of
How the hell did they pick this place?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Was this like a media kind of pre-screening, like the one you got to go see the F1 movie?
I don't know. This was probably no. This was probably just a regular. I don't know how they chose the people, but this is just we want to see how regular people in the heartland of America.
So it was a test.
A test
screening.
Yes, the first public screening.
Okay.
And this is Steven Spielberg's quote. A man got up and started walking out. I thought, oh my God, our first walkout. Then he began running, and I went, oh no, he's not walking out. He's running out. I could tell he was headed for the bathrooms, but he didn't make it and vomited all over the floor. Which again, it's hard to even nowadays watch Jaws and think I'm not scared ever when I watch Jaws. It's impossible to put yourself back into like it was scary or gross because we're young hot shots, we're not old. We're young.
What?
We're young and cool,
Yeah, vibrant. And
Yeah.
horny.
Virile and horny
Yeah.
all the time. Always horny.
Well above 61% at all times.
Next on Thursday we'll explain the 61% theory. Why not?
Fine with
It's the
that.
third time you brought it up. Clearly it's stuck.
Unavoidable.
Right after Bon Jovi water feature story.
Yeah,
we
we'll
get
do
a
a-
nut talk.
We can actually explain it without veiled comments and references like we tried to do at the old station.
We can do it. In 1993, film producer Richard Zanuck told the news that he remembered almost every minute of that 1975 night that he, Spielberg, and a group of Universal Pictures executives flew to Dallas for this showing. I mean, this is it.
How the shit did that happen?
And nobody knew what Spielberg looked like.
No, zero.
In
I
1970.
think that is like Dallas was like the middle of nowhere.
That's what I'm. Well, yeah,
for
exactly.
LA types,
like
right?
a big city, but
big
middle
city,
of
but
nowhere.
nobody's gonna know.
And in the middle of America,
Right.
away from this cloud that we fucking live in, where we can't even really. It's an honest.
No, it is.
revelation to oneself to realize I have to get out of Los Angeles to even find an audience that might view this from a completely independent perspective, which is kind of cool.
His shark outfit is hitting the plants behind him. It's kind of hysterical.
It's like when they do the rainforest part in at Rainforest Cafe.
Where'd my
and all
shark
the
go?
monkeys start screaming.
No, it's your left shark.
Oh, look,
What the fuck?
Is that a dog toy?
Is that a
It does
whale?
look like a dog toy.
Simon.
Aw.
That's cute.
These are for Simon. There's one behind you too, right there. It's a hammerhead. He's scared. It's not real shark. It's not real shark.
That's a hammerhead.
Yeah. Yeah, we brought a couple sharks in too. That night, every ear in Hollywood was listening to the vibrations that were coming from the Medallion Theater in Dallas, Zanuck said. We knew we had something big, but we didn't know what the scope of it was. We didn't know if audiences would buy the shark. That was their biggest concern.
Totally.
Right.
Would an audience believe this is a scary fucking shark? And the shark looks awesome. Like for all the clusterfuck that you learn later that the shark turned out to be with whatever. I thought, dude, I bought for 1975, and considering the shark's big moment is eating Quint, spoiler, at the end.
Whoa.
But
I haven't seen it.
Jaws 50-year spoiler.
No.
I bought all that shit.
But like
She was my favorite.
we're talking about
50 years.
Richard Dreyfuss, the first day they're shooting out in that shit and the shark is malfunctioning. Can you imagine from day one of production that you're afraid that this thing is going to be a complete failure because of this garbage freaking held with seaweed and snot thing or whatever, and that then led itself to, even after production.
Right, even after the movie changed
Yes.
from a Godzilla movie to a Hitchcock movie, knowing we're not showing the shark that much, but we're going to show it. Will they fucking buy it? And it was up to the Medallion Theater to give them their first answer to that question. So we didn't know if the audience would buy the shark. We knew it mostly as a mechanical nightmare, and we had lost our perspective on how scary it might be. We then heard the first enormous collective scream. We stood in the back of the theater, hugged each other, and knew the movie would be huge. But all eyes really were on Dallas that night. The next day, before word was published in the trade papers, MCA, Universal's parent company, stock jumped immediately. And Spielberg said, Dallas, Texas, quote, was where I heard the first screams caused by watching Jaws, and it was music to my ears.
Yeah, that's cool.
He knew they had a hit.
Dallas, effing Texas.
They didn't know that they had a hit. They knew that they didn't have a flop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's the point of like the people that were on set realized that this shit is barely held together.
Right.
It's like all of us in life. Like this effing show, like the Dallas Mavericks, for crying out loud.
Everyone's winging it.
Everybody's just hanging in as best they can.
Well, I'd heard like when Saving Private Ryan came out, and I don't know, I saw it like the week that it came out because I'm obsessed with World War II. But the friend of mine that I went with told me that they did some type of screening for veterans and just to see how it would play out, and that there were several people that walked out and they said, this is too fucking realistic.
Really?
This is exactly what it was like with people that were on the beach.
Right.
And those guys were still alive. And, when did that come out? 90,
that was probably
93,
traumatic as
92,
shit.
93,
Fuck
94,
is that?
something like that.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of visceral reaction that when you see a guy leaving that had to go vomit, as sad as that sounds, and as sad as it is to see veterans walking out because they can't handle it, you've got something.
Could you imagine?
It had to have been an incredible feeling once you kind of put all the pieces
what were we
together.
trying to do? We wanted to recreate that in a very
Yes.
Could you imagine the filmmakers trying to honor those veterans and inviting them to check it out for the first time?
Yeah.
And then them being so fucking freaked out.
They had to felt like shit on one hand, but on the
it's
other,
like,
you're
we
like,
got it.
we did it.
Yeah. God, that's a weird
It's
thing.
real.
Hey, you kind of know how you have that worst nightmare you could ever imagine that you lived?
But now it's on a big screen in front of everybody.
How about IMAX? Because you don't have to just lay in bed and think about it anymore.
No.
You could just pretty much.
And then
be
people
right
will
there.
come talk to you about it.
You know that thing that you did in 1944 that you've never talked about with your family
Right,
at
because
all?
you can't even muster the words.
Right. And you just kept your head down and worked your office job and never said anything about it, and you've carried this stress and dysfunction your entire life. Here it is.
First 45 minutes of the movie.
Yeah,
You'll love it.
You'll love it.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
There was also a part.
Oh, he's getting serious. He's having. Okay.
Hour of shark facts.
Boy, you can just feel when.
Oh shit.
There's also a part of the movie that. No, don't just not yet. That I think made very impactful impact.
Is this now or is
on
this later?
cinema. No, it's right now.
Okay.
I'm taking the fucking shark outfit off after this. All right, so it's right now.
Don't cuss at me.
It's a monologue from Quint, who is the captain of the Orca. Amazing, about the USS Indianapolis. And again, amazing that Jaws' 50th anniversary was just a few days ago. A few days from now, this Sunday, although there's questions on if it was June or July, but the monologue says June, so we're going to go with June, was the sinking of the USS Indianapolis, the largest naval disaster in American history. Fascinating. And they made a movie about that starring Nicolas Cage, which literally has a rating of 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. Literally. It just says 0,
Literally.
0, and then that green splat.
There is a book on it though
use.
that will keep you up at night.
Oh, it's one of the most fascinating stories ever. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
But it's got to do with sharks, Danny.
I'm aware.
And,
I've
and
heard the monologue. I've read the book.
if you want myths busted, 1,100 men did go into the water. 360 men did come out, but most of them died from dehydration, malnourishment, exposure to the sun. But in the case of Jaws, they mythologized it to the highest level of sharks eating every fucking buddy. And in the movie Jaws, they didn't know much about Quint, and they're like, we need a backstory for Quint. So they had Quint tell this story about how he was on the USS Indianapolis. And
Is it happening? Is it happening?
You may want to pull up
Is it happening?
you may want to pull it up and just in case I need a prompt.
Nope.
Fuck, we'll freestyle this fucker. Take the net off. Yeah, I'm running the trapeze. Detach the net.
Congrats, everybody.
Don't need it.
We're here.
Don't need a net under this trapeze. And they wrote like a 12-page monologue that they're like, all right, great, but way too long. And then Robert Shaw himself, the actor who played Quint, eventually whittled it down and made it this pretty perfect length, cool monologue that he did and was so drunk and they had to cut it up and they're like, it doesn't fucking work, man. We can't make it work. Robert Shaw, who's kind of a dick, but amazing, the next day apologized to Spielberg and he said, I'm sober, I'll nail it this time. And he did the Quint monologue from Jaws.
And
So what did that sound like?
camera one, right over there, Mikey.
$48 I spent on this shark costume just for this.
This is it.
We're going to break right after this. Good?
Good.
Solid. You're welcome, everybody.
It's a parlor trick. I learned it. This is memorized. I assure you there's no teleprompters in this room. I wish there were.
One more thing for me to do with one arm.
And I'd like you guys to just sit back
Steeping it.
and enjoy the monologue. Fuck, I'm going to fuck it up now. Cut that part out.
Okay. And go.
A Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief. We was coming back from the island of Tinian to Leyte. Just delivered the bomb. The Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for about a half an hour. A tiger, 13-footer. You know, you can tell that when you're in the water, Chief. You can tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. And what we didn't know was our bomb mission had been so secret. No distress signal had been sent. They didn't list us overdue for a week. Very first light, Chief, sharks come cruising, so we formed ourselves into tight groups. And like squares in a battle like you see in a calendar, the Battle of Waterloo. The idea was the shark come to the nearest man. That man starts pounding, hollering, screaming. Sometimes the shark go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark look into your eyes. And the thing about a shark, he's got black eyes, lifeless eyes, like a doll's eye. Come at you, he doesn't seem to be living. Until he bites you, and those black eyes roll over white. And you hear that terrible high-pitched scream, and the ocean turns red, and despite all the pounding and hollering, they all come in and rip you to pieces. By the end of that first dawn, we lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks, maybe 1,000. I don't know how many men, they averaged 6 an hour. Thursday morning, bumped into a friend of mine, a Herbie Robinson from Cleveland. He was a baseball player, bosun's mate. I thought he was asleep. Reach over, wake him up, and he bobbed up and down in the water, just like a kind of top upended. Well, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. Put the shows up. Don't put the shows up. Bitten in half below the waist. Thursday morning, Chief, a Lockheed Ventura swung in low and saw us. A young pilot, younger than Mr. Hooper, anyway, saw us and he come in low. About 3 hours later, a big fat PBY come down, starts picking us up. You know, that's the time I was most frightened. Waiting for my turn. I'll never put on a life jacket again. So 1,100 men went into the water, 316 men come out, sharks took the rest. June the 29th, 1945. 80 years ago, this Sunday. Anyway, we delivered the bomb. Woo! More Kleenex. More Kleenex.
More Cirque du Sirois next.
More Kleenex.
Saturday, June 28th at the Kessler Theater in historic Oak Cliff, Texas. It's a Skylark Soul Company showcase presented by Josie Records, featuring Paul Shalda. We'll also have the world premiere of his new video, Joey, a beautiful, soulful collaboration with Adrian Quesada. Plus, the funky, bluesy, soulful sounds of Michael Lee and the Wartime Limousine. Your boy Luke Sardello will be on the decks, and we'll have a Josie merch pop-up with a very unique opportunity to score Daniel Bayless's new project, Sir Daniel Esquire. A sound that exists somewhere between Chet Baker and Radiohead. Vibraphones, vintage synthesizers, and space-age exotica propped up by ancient drum machines. Don't miss this incredible night. Get your tickets right now at thekessler.org.
What great graphics, Danny.
Why don't you shut up, Tiny
What
Cash? You little bitch.
Fuck.
Hey, look at me.
Hey, it's all right.
Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
Little men don't speak first. Big men do.
I'm someone. I'm somebody, Danny.
You're a
The
third
sooner-
of a person.
The sooner you realize that I'm someone, the better it'll be for everyone.
Will you tell your tiny brother to shut up?
What's this little rascal yelling about now?
I'm fine.
He's always whinging
He's
about
always
something.
squeaking and whinging.
I got things to say. I'm somebody.
Little Napoleon
Just
over
say 'em
there.
later when
little podcast Napoleon.
Say him later when
Got-
we're not doing the show.
Got to get his 2 cents in.
It's only worth 2 cents what I say.
Can you just let the let the grown-ups pod for a minute here?
But I've got stuff too.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
It's such a high pitched voice too.
So diminutive, so irrelevant.
It feels good to have the outfit off.
The one good thing is he doesn't eat much, so our restaurant bills are usually pretty low.
Just pellets.
Yeah, and he can only handle like one drink before he's on the floor.
And
Yeah.
like
Chicken
from a
fingy.
distance, it doesn't look that
No,
bad.
it doesn't make sense.
No.
Well, you know what they say,
We're all
the
equal.
camera
We're all equal.
The camera
Everybody
takes
can-
8
What
inches.
the fuck?
the camera reduces 2 feet.
If you're listening on audio, you're not going to get this. And I'm normal size. Hey, I'm normal size.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows it.
You look great.
Everybody's talking about
No,
it.
you're doing great, Cash.
You look
Shut up,
And you know
Danny.
you know what that means? Hey,
Just shut up. Hey, look at me as a normal.
does that look cool when I do that?
It does.
Yeah, it
Keep
does.
doing it.
Hey,
Keep,
going.
keep yelling at him, Steve Dave.
That's enough out of you.
I want to be part of the
How
gang.
scared he is. He's so wimpy.
Look how little he looks.
I know. I'm worried if I put a lower third up, it's going to cover him.
Oh, it covers his little
Oh, wait,
head.
this
his
one will.
tiny head. Oh, Cash is under the lower third.
You were running promos during my important monologue.
I was sorry.
Hey, we have to make sure that everybody knows that original programming is available here
Rid of the fin.
at CDS.
I'm actually
with all this-
happy you put up likes, share, and subscribe because again, as kind of new to YouTube, that's an important thing you're supposed to tell people, and it means if S load
Give
to
him a little
us.
kiss, guys.
Little things. Click like, upvote something, subscribe. Yes, on YouTube, which is totally free, and on Twitch, if you subscribe, that's money, dude. That's huge for us. And like leave ratings too. Like if you like 5-star, I guess on Apple, on iHeart, on Spotify,
Maybe
anywhere.
maybe 3 or 4 stars after Thursday's show last week.
Yeah, we understand. I mean, it's going to be up and down, but we're back to 5 stars, baby. Right?
I think after your monologue, that monologue is worth the price of admission on its own.
Yeah, I paid $50 for the shark outfit, and the joke's already over. When would I wear that again? Tomorrow.
When you go back to the liquor store.
You guys got any shark stuff yet? Also, we have a little Venmo tip jar up here sometimes that we really do appreciate. I understand. And yes, this is just straight cash, homie. But I mean, if you knew someone, right, in your life that spent, 3 months memorizing a bitchin' monologue, maybe you'd fire him $1.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, is that reasonable?
Yeah, and if you're listening on the podcast, if you want to Venmo us a little love, you can do that on Venmo at Cirque Du Sirois.
Yeah.
Very easy.
It's a tip jar.
Yeah.
And honestly, we do have a lot of people who are like, hey, I love the show. For real. I love the show. I want to support. I don't have a company or I can't be a potential sponsor like Kelly Law, Kelly Legal.
Aaron Kelly Legal?
Yeah.
Well, and people are accustomed these days to subscribing to stuff, whether it be all of the TV apps that you have or Patreon podcasts that you pay for to listen to. I mean, we're not charging anything, so,
Don't cost nothing.
It's free.
Shit's free.
But if you feel inclined that you want to throw a few bucks our way, we can definitely use it.
Yeah. Buck a laugh is sort of the agreement that we made that you signed. And then I think we said $20 a monologue
Right.
Here's
is the agreement that I had in my head.
shout out to everybody sending Venmo. Shout out to Chris, Mark, Lance, Adam, Brody, Eric, Matt, and other Chris, and Blake.
Other Chris.
See? There'd be more names in there.
You People is coming up, and anybody
Didn't need a
that
girl scream.
sends us a message through
What?
YouTube.
What word was that?
Thank you, Jeremy.
Someone's had a little too much blue curacao.
Ooh.
It's
All right.
it's pronounced message. Right?
You
Yeah.
can have a message.
There's no H in message. It's a message.
Message. All right. Also, the T-shirt deal, right? So we had series 1 of the T-shirts. There was 150 of them with the little Lithuanian colors on a shirt that just says Cirque. It was badass. They went in a snap. We released these as series 2. There's 249 of these in honor of America's 249th birthday, and you'll see the red, white, and blue highlights. It's going to say series 2 on the sleeve. On the inside back part, it's all numbered to 249. We are at 162 of those sold. By tonight, basically, if you do want it by 4th of July to represent America and Cirque, you'd have to get it in by tonight. Otherwise, we're just going to leave it open, and then whenever the 249 go, which will be here in a little bit, all good. We'll ship them to you. You just won't get them by 4th of July. And again, we're not doing this bit every week or two to sell a shitload of shirts. We loved the 150 that originally sold, and they went so fast, and a lot of people were like, shit, I didn't get one. I listened on audio. I didn't see the QR code, that kind of thing. So we did want to release enough so everybody who wanted one could get one. We ain't doing another T-shirt until at least football season. We're not looking to just pump out shit and beg you to buy it, man. That ain't the game. But that one's up there. It's pretty badass, and I do love the red, white, and blue. So there is about
and the model
80 of
was
them.
really expensive. Like
we had to pay for that model.
His rates were through the roof. So if you could help us break even on that, please buy a shirt.
Yeah. He's like, you want the
love
best? You pay.
The thing that's hard to believe is that our country is 199 years older than Jaws.
We've come so far.
Think about that when you're trying to go to sleep tonight.
It won't.
If the monologue wasn't enough to scare you
Yep.
into a lack of sleep, then that fact will.
And that certainly will do it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, if you want a shirt, that QR code is up there. What do I say verbally? Is it E6 Sportswear? Yeah, you can just go to E6, just ESIX Sportswear.com. And I think there's a shop for Cirque.
Yeah, they do all Dumb Zone stuff.
Yeah.
They do the ticket. Do they do ticket stuff too, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a ton of tickets.
So we're all connected.
Yeah.
Us, the Dumb Zone, and the ticket.
Yeah, and I'm sure all the producers and everybody are getting their nice cut of all the ticket stuff that sells on that site.
100%.
Yeah, because I never heard a word about that. It's weird.
No, things have changed since we left.
But yes, E6 Sportswear. And by the way, real quick freebie, if you need a bunch of shirts made or anything, E6 Sportswear, Raymond is the guy that runs it. They are good people. I went to their hub in Arlington this week. And they made the laser etched glasses that we give for Bingu, thanks to Kelly Legal. They can kind of do everything. So if you're looking to get shirts or cups or hats or anything for anybody,
For your business.
E6 Sportswear can help you out, but that's where you can find the shirts. All right, Housekeep Junior continues. Is that it? Do we have anything else? I begged for money on Venmo, and I begged people to buy our shirts.
Yeah,
What
you
else?
people's coming up here in a minute, so put your questions in for us. It's basically an AMA.
Yeah.
And fire away.
All right.
If you got something.
New interns compiling your chats. So
Oh, yeah. To
go
pull,
easy on them.
pull back the curtain.
What's the new intern's name?
Cam.
Cam. Not in
Cam.
studio tonight, but thank you, Cam.
Thank you, Cam.
Anybody that is going in the chat that has something that might be interesting to ask us, Cam is going to compile. And that will be part of the show here in 20 minutes.
Is that the curtain pull?
I think so. I think so.
Cash just stole it from you.
No. It's
Weird.
He's got it. He's got it.
Let's do a little
Say-
Danny Does Videos.
I brought some videos to work.
Okay.
And I wanted to play them for you guys. One of them is considering this is the 50th anniversary of Jaws being released in 1975. We talked about how the fact that that movie was so gangbusters and so huge, and the reason that people are maybe more afraid of sharks than they were pre-Jaws is because of the sensationalization of that film, and the news caught on to it, and they started maybe reporting more on shark stories, and you see them all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to get
Juicy.
yeah, at least on social media.
I mean, if on your local news it said, coming up next, shark attack in your neighborhood,
You're watching.
you're watching all the fucking commercials.
My point is, without Jaws, we don't live in that world.
A lesser version, yes, I
Yeah.
would agree.
So this happened, I saw this morning, and I believe this happened either yesterday or the day before. But there was a bachelorette party that was happening off the coast of New Hampshire. And this news story accompanied this article that I read, and it's from one of those wacky local morning shows, TV shows, news shows that came out of Boston. And I wanted you guys to see this, and it's just so funny when you read the headline: "Bachelorette Party Ruined by Shark." Of course, I'm clicking that, and of course, I'm downloading the video, and we're going to play it for you here. And feel free to comment. Oh man!
Stop it.
Wait.
All right, let Maddie give Madigan a second to fix
everybody
that.
pause.
All right, let's
Vamp,
get this
vamp.
fixed.
Wait,
There
wait,
we go.
vamp.
There we go.
Bachelorette trip off
And-
the coast of New Hampshire really
Quiet.
turned into the scene
Vamp,
of
vamp.
Jaws.
Vamp.
Everybody, just give me 1 second.
For those listening in audio version, we are now.
We're just having a little video snafu here, but we'll
Bachelorette
get there.
trip off
Here we
the
go.
coast
Shut
of
up.
New Hampshire really turned into the scene of Jaws on the movie's 50th anniversary.
So the group, they went out looking for whales when they spotted not one, but 2 sharks.
Ooh.
NBC 10 Boston's Mary Marcos
Look
joins
at
us
them.
live from New Hampshire. She's
Not
got
bad
the
for
story,
Boston.
Mary.
Not bad for Boston.
Hey, what's up?
Just
Well,
gonna
guys, this
say.
was a picture-perfect bachelorette party up until the bride became part of a very personal tribute to Jaws on the movie's 50th anniversary.
Short open.
Holy Oh my God. That is the biggest shark I've ever seen.
This is exactly what Morgan Irons was afraid of.
Any type of open water, I just am very fearful.
We wanted to take Morgan
Okay.
out for a surprise bachelorette, so Morgan had no idea what this day would entail.
The bride's future sister-in-law, Colby Taylor, assured her that the plan was to cruise around the Isle of Shoals looking for whales.
My dad's been a lobsterman his whole life. I've always been on the boat. I've never seen a shark in these waters. You have nothing to be worried about.
All the gals are out back having a fun time, and all of a sudden we hear Colby scream.
Colby
Watch
goes,
this.
I see a fin. And we all look, and everybody's like, oh no, that's a bird, that's a sunfish. And she's like, no, that's a fin. And my heart starts racing.
The bride's last sail
Look at that.
before the veil quickly turned into a scene right
mean,
out of Jaws on the
It's a
movie's
good theme
50th
name. Last sail
anniversary.
before the
We were
veil.
quoting
that's
Jaws
scary.
going out into the ocean, so maybe we manifested the sharks. I'm not sure we meant to.
Morgan hid in
There
the back
she
of
is.
the
She's
boat
crying.
as
Oh,
Colby captured
she's
not
crying.
one, but 2 sharks
laughing
on
at her
camera
crying.
about 15 miles offshore.
Like, there's
Looked
no
like
way that shark's going to
prehistoric, like a dinosaur
jump up
coming
on
out
the
from
boat and
underneath.
hurt
It was just
her.
this
She's
massive,
curled up.
massive
curled up
body.
in the
The
fetal
Atlantic
position,
White
crying.
Shark Conservancy confirmed these are basking sharks. The second largest species can grow as big as the 42-foot boat they were on.
Bro.
That's the biggest basking shark I've ever seen. It was like 25 or 30 feet.
It was the topic of conversation for
I
the
mean,
rest of the night
we-
was the sharks.
Yeah, definitely a day I will never forget.
We talked-
That is for sure.
talked about like great whites being a big great white is what, 14 feet?
Hold on, let me see if she has a zinger to end the.
Oh, I was
probably
gonna find
not.
the picture of her in the fetal.
August on the water. Now she's thinking the honeymoon may need to be up in the mountains.
Okay, there it is. See, I knew it. Good one, good one. I'm Sarah Johnson.
I will say for Boston,
Beantown News.
I've been to Boston a bunch.
And
The talent there is, and the population is not represented the way it is on their newscast.
I think that's pretty standard for.
That is not standard.
No, standard for news versus
It's got to be.
the area.
But still, usually you kind of get, like in Dallas,
Yeah.
you see our ladies. I mean, look at those Fox 4 ladies. Hubba hubba.
Right.
Come to Butthead.
Power rank them.
Maybe another time. You know what? That'll be my homework assignment. I'm going to power rank the news babes in
Okay.
the local media.
Do
Be happy
that.
to do it.
And like, right, if they were watching that video publicly, they'd be like, "Oh, that's disgusting."
I know.
And then they'd say, and then the headline next week says, "News babes of Dallas power ranked," and they're like, "Fucking click, show me." Yes, fuck yes. How dare he?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a journalist.
Those-
When will local news not be just insane? And we'd like to thank
I
all of
wanted
our
to
local
stay
news
like
people.
that though.
Like that? Like just
Yeah.
always
It's
over the
fresh.
top.
And
And
it's silly.
Different because that's social media isn't like social media is quick and in your pocket and in the moment. It's not thought
Disposable.
through and overthought and
Like
scripted.
Yeah, that was all written.
some is,
you
but
know,
you know what I mean.
But they all had jokes, and it
Yeah.
said a jaw-dropping.
But that's written like an essay. A TikTok is not written like an essay. It's written like a.
Okay, I guess I don't want TikTok
voice
at
memo
all, and I'm not
text.
saying that. I guess.
Although, by
So
the way,
journalism is different than social media, is what you're
follow us on
Correct.
TikTok at Cirque Du Sirois, please.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Got some great clips
Click
there.
the
Just
like.
uploaded 3 of them today. You're going to love them.
Click the likes.
Danny's the reels master.
I don't
like
know.
reels.
I cannot not watch local news and just be like shocked at how
campy,
and it's like
I've lived
they
it.
always do this whenever
Schlocky.
there's. I know you've lived it. That's kind of why
I lived it.
Blind.
But whenever there's like a zinger, and you've seen them on like 12,
I've done
12 different news stations all over America, and they all use the same zinger, and it's just and everyone's so just vanilla and just like they look give or take the same. Like I just don't understand how it still survives.
They have a difficult time working off of prompter. You know, like if they're not reading it and you leave them to improvise. The comedy and the awkward laughter that happens and forced laughter, fake laughter, all of that. I love all of that. And the screw ups that they have when they, misread something. I mean, that's beautiful. I don't ever want that to go away.
I mean, like, let's break down what actually happened in that story, because that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's like we've got something, then we're going to. So these.
I just love that a bachelorette party got fucked up by a big ass fish.
But when
one chick seeing a big,
right, when you presented the story, I thought maybe they got in the water. Like we're doing an Instagram thing.
That's what makes it funny.
They were in a boat, and a
big
shark
boat.
swam by them.
Right.
And that's the story.
That's it.
Yes. That's the entirety from beginning to end.
That's not a story.
It's not a story.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Other than some chick freaking out.
Right.
Okay, so that's a fuck up. Is that okay? Well, okay. There's a decent argument on hearing for it. We need that.
This is what I'm saying.
You're right, it's kind of funny.
It's local. It happened. There was people. There was a shark.
A
They had,
fear of
like,
sharks
imagine
is very real.
because of Jaws.
Because of Jaws.
What if they get
There she
you?
is.
You know what, Madigan? It sounds like you need a monologue. A Japanese. I'll do it a little slower this time.
Okay.
No, but so
Yeah, we can break this down.
I have a friend.
We can easily
I have a
break
friend
here
who
we
has
go.
this device on his Amazon Fire Stick.
Okay.
And he can watch every single news. He gets the local channel of every single.
Don't look at me.
His friend.
And my friend
Mikey has a lot of friends.
My friend can watch every pay-per-view for free.
He's talking about himself.
My friend can watch every sporting event on planet Earth for free.
It's the friend
And-
he hangs out with when Christina's at work.
If my friend wants, he can watch porno.
Hot, sexy porno.
Yeah, he can watch all the bratty sis he wants.
In the living room.
But my friend was telling me that he can watch, and it's funny, it's alphabetical. So if you go to USA News, Anchorage is the first one. And that's if you want to get it off the, if my friend wants to get it off the porno channel, he just goes
I'm
to
sorry.
the
What
top.
you misspoke there, didn't you?
If my friend wants to get
your
it
friend.
off, if my friend doesn't want to stop watching the porno that he likes to watch and wants to make sure that the next time it comes on, it's on not porno when you click over to that.
Like
thing.
Last Channel or
Seems
whatever.
natural.
Yeah.
He puts it on the first local news thing, which is Anchorage, Alaska.
So when your friend's girlfriend gets home, she's like, God, he loves Alaska.
My friend,
who doesn't?
My
Really?
friend's girlfriend's hot as shit, and maybe my friend's girlfriend and him watch Bratty Sis together. Hypothetically.
I'm just saying that your friend's girlfriend probably thinks her boyfriend really loves
The point is,
things about
Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah.
Albany, New York.
Right.
It's all the it's
Other A's. What?
fucking Apalachicola, Florida,
Arlington, Texas.
Atlanta, Georgia. You know,
Yeah.
Albany, New York,
Other cities that start with A.
Abbott, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
No shark stories there. Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
good one.
They're all
Thank
the
you.
fucking same. It's all that shit.
Yeah, but it's not far before you get to anal nurses. Which
Let's see what's going on in anal nursing. A shark? We got to stick around for this. We got to stick around for anal nurse. We just hope everybody's safe up there in Boston.
yeah, I think everybody's fine.
But I can
We hope
absolutely.
the basking shark didn't get him off.
basking. What sounds more benign than a basking shark?
Pat's saying that they don't even have teeth.
Basking sharks absolutely do not have teeth.
You just found that
What?
out.
Yeah,
and
just 'cause
acted
Chad
like
said
you
it.
knew it.
Why are
Why
you?
you said absolutely?
Why
another
does
A
every
word.
show have to get to where everybody turns on me?
Do you want to be tiny again?
We'll make you fucking tiny.
Keep fucking lying.
We'll tilt the little camera.
Keep no, don't.
You
I'm fine.
You don't think we will? Danny, just
I'm
think
regular
it and
size.
it'll happen.
All right, hold on.
I'm regular size. Everybody knows I'm regular size. This is a bullshit production deal.
There you go, little guy.
That's what you get for
Little
lying,
cash.
you little penis.
Little liar.
Look at him.
Little liar from Albuquerque.
You guys, I mean, could you just give me a little bit of respect? Just a effing ounce of respect.
Hey, we had you up here and then you started lying.
Yeah, you were lying.
Yeah, we're gonna bring you back down to your level if you lie.
my level.
You didn't know that a basking shark didn't have teeth.
You had no idea.
And then Chad said it and you're like, yeah, exactly.
Hey, you guys don't even know anything about sharks. You guys don't even know anything about teeth and sharks.
I don't know anything about sharks.
I know that
You
sharks
aren't even wearing C-Tech.
30,000.
You're right, we're not wearing C-Tech.
Yeah.
I'm the one
He's
that
so short you can
understands
barely see the logo
Do y'all
on
even have a
C-Tech.
hoodie
about
on your
sharks.
shirt? No.
I'm the one that understands about sharks. And the thing
What
is,
a little shit.
is that like sharks can have up to 30,000 teeth in their lifetime. Have you ever thought about that? Either of you? Tall Fs?
It's like his voice is so high that only dogs can hear it.
I know,
Yeah.
it's
So
like hurting
tiny,
my
high
young
pitch.
ears.
He's like the little annoying kid in a movie that just yells facts with 30,000 teeth. All right.
Actually?
Okay, thanks a lot, Jonathan Lipnicki.
Jerk.
Fuck. And we'd like to thank our sponsors. I don't know where we're going, so.
Oh, we're doing Dingu's video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dingu's
We'll get to
vids.
some more of those. So,
Dings vids.
What else you got?
saw this today. Steve Carell, noted actor and funny man, Steve Carell,
Thank you,
40-year-old
Joey.
Virgin, The Office, American Office. Apparently, he got hired, to do the Northwestern University commencement speech.
Okay.
Cash said that he watched basically the whole
This
thing.
is awesome.
There's been one clip that's gone viral where he stops the proceedings in the middle of it and basically has everybody start doing a dance party.
Okay.
All right. So I pulled a couple of clips. I didn't pull the dance party because that's been kind of blown up, but I watched quite a bit of it and pulled a couple of clips. We'll do number one. I'm not sure which one this is, but look for a local Dallas reference in one of these clips, I believe.
Hi.
Yep.
Thank you, Dean Johnson, for those kind words. And thank you, Northwestern class of 2025, for inviting me here today. It is an honor, a privilege, and an enormous pain in the ass. This morning, in the car on the way here, as I was preparing to write this speech, I considered various topics, things like finding the courage to be yourself, or how to leave the world a better place, and who the hell is Big X the plug? And where does he get off dropping out of Dillo Day?
Right? So we
Unlike Cash, I will not pretend like I know what that means.
That was the very first. That was the beginning of it.
What's Dillo Day?
I don't know what Dillo
Madigan?
Day is. Madigan, you got assist.
Yes, she doesn't know.
She don't know shit. She don't know shit.
No.
She
I
don't
would
know
have to ask my boyfriend.
Maybe Tiny Lying Cash will answer that question.
Yeah.
Let me
Everyone's
just
Dillo Day.
I'm just gonna.
We all laughed.
I'm just gonna cold text Ryan.
But how
what is
about
Dillo
that
Day?
little Big X the plug?
Fucking
I
A.
mean, pretty cool. He's
Dead serious.
apparently bigger than just around
I
here.
thought he was just around here.
I had no idea that Steve Carell knows how to reference
At
Big
Northwestern.
Right. And they all were like, "What?"
They're like, fuck yeah, Big X the plug.
That's in
Old guy said
Chicago.
young reference. This is great.
All right, right now,
In
odds.
plus 600.
Okay. Oh, that's actually a good number.
Thank you.
That in the next year, between now and whatever,
Okay.
June
2026.
24th.
Yeah.
June 24th of 2026, can we get Big X the plug on our show?
Oh God, that's gonna be expensive.
There's no
Not
chance.
expensive. I'm not paying a fucker a buck. Fuck you, Big X the plug. That's not the way to get it done. My name is
Not the way to get it
My name is Cash Saroy. Why don't you come get some? I'm dissing you.
Okay. I'm
Is the door
dissing you.
is the door locked?
What you should do is just make a diss track for Big X. The
I
Plug.
will.
Yeah.
We'll get Spiky Mikey, my 90s rap alter ego.
Big Cash the plug.
I'll help you
Fucking
produce that shit.
Rip him.
Let's do it. All right, clip 2 of
Oh, okay. So I
Steve-
found out what Dillo Day is.
Okay.
Oh, good.
It is.
Her
a
voice is so great. And I would
festival.
tell it
She sounds like the chicks on the boat just now.
Yeah.
Hey, that's an insult.
No, it's not.
You only have one arm.
Anyway,
What are you going to do?
Dillo, yeah, hey. This is ableist.
You gonna fan me?
Stop it.
Are you going to fan him and cool
I
him down?
overcame adversity to be here today. Anyway, Dillo Day is like a festival around that area that all the students go to and look forward to every year. It's like UT gets hyped for ACL. They get hyped for Dillo Day. Big X Plug was on the set list, dropped out.
Dropped the fuck out.
Damn, because he's too big.
Because he was booked on
He
Cirque.
can't fit on commercial planes.
He's the biggest.
Because they
He's
had him
the
on
largest.
the side,
Danny.
the Heineken side stage, and he goes, "I'm too big for this shit."
I say, fuck off.
Yeah, man.
I'm not following Moon Taxi.
Here's clip 2.
Here we go.
Another stumbling block to kindness is the act of holding a grudge. We've all done it, and it's an easy trap to fall into. 18 years ago, I attended the Academy Awards for the first time. As I walked down the red carpet, I was nervous and anxious, and I felt terribly out of place. And then I stepped on the dress of a very famous actress, stopping her in her tracks. She turned around and was so mean to me that I held a grudge against her for 17 years. Just the mention of her name put me in a bad mood. Then, a year ago, we ran into each other again. And you know what? I was right the first time. She is horrible. So, I guess what I'm saying is that in 99% of cases, grudge holding is completely a waste of time, but the other 1% can be extremely satisfying and perfectly valid.
He's great.
Grudge holding.
So good. But just the fact that they got him to do their commencement and he did not take it seriously at all and didn't
what do you expect?
Didn't do boilerplate, bullshit.
Well, he knows he has.
I love it. I love it.
They get paid for that?
Oh, a lot.
Really?
I don't know, but
yes.
Is Northwestern Ivy League?
No.
Where's that? Is that like
That's Northeast.
I know Seth Meyers went there.
But I
As
heard
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Is it Illinois?
his daughter
I feel like
goes
Illinois.
there and is probably going to graduate next year. Who is that human?
Steve Carell.
Yeah, Steve Carell. So
Sorry.
So I think that he is ingrained and probably paying the tax for his sweet daughter to get that education. And he probably won't be doing it next year when he's going to be taking extra pictures on his phone that nobody ever looks at.
She really is graduating this year or next year?
No, like next year.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
That was something I learned by watching that entire video, Danny.
Well, I didn't watch the whole thing.
No, of course you
Watched
wouldn't.
2 clips and pulled them to
Yeah,
play on
it's
the Cirque du
Danny's-
Sirois show.
It's Danny's videos, dude.
Dingu brought videos.
Evanston, Illinois.
Okay,
Dingu
we were right.
knows how to
Illinois,
use
look
the
at
drop
us.
We were right.
He said Northeast.
He said
I
Ivy
said
League.
Chicago.
He
no,
said
I
Ivy
said
League.
I said Evan, Chicago. Back the tape up.
You
We can't back
said
tape up.
the Northeast.
I'm not saying to back it up now. All you idiots, back it up.
Oh, wow.
They're not going to.
Now they're
Whoa,
idiots.
you
we
just
put a,
threatened.
we
Oh,
put a tip-
idiots?
we put a fucking tip jar up there asking them to I don't know, donate to
All
our
you
cause,
idiots
and
tip
you
us.
just called them idiots.
Look at that.
That's
and
the
now
way
you
that-
expect
Wow.
them to do this.
Hey, if you hate cash, put money in the Venmo and join the Discord.
There's a
If you put money in
reason-
the tip jar and tell me to shut up, I'll do it.
There's a reason why
I don't
the
think that's
tip
the right
jar
play.
is on Mikey's side of
Yep.
of the screen and not
'Cause
Cash.
he
Screw
loves
you guys.
mayo and he
Moneymaker
is
Mike.
Nice.
Moneymaker Mike.
Yeah, the guy that wore a fucking shark costume to work today.
The extra mile.
I'm dressed as the ocean.
No.
I'm the most
You just
of the
borrowed that
sea.
from our friend.
Yeah.
No, you went to Urban Outfitters and bought a hat and stole Andy's hoodie off the back of his chair.
Yeah, human garbage. Right before we get to UP. Oh,
I love the ISO shot when he's pissed.
I do want to thank Amy Wake. And Cash actually wanted to go ISO and talk about Amy Wake and the art. Go ahead.
So my whole thing here.
If you're on Twitch, I did pin her chat. She put her
Amy Wake.
Instagram in there too.
Yeah.
AMYEWFK?
AKE.
You just said
What?
Amy Wake. You know. Where's the F?
It's not Amy Wafaki.
Please support Amy Wafaki's art.
Let's concentrate on my inability to get it right.
Holy bingo.
Concentrate.
Holy bingo.
Wow.
I like
Someone's
you guys.
had too much grenadine.
I like you guys.
Did you start Don Drapering at about 3 this afternoon, bro?
Hey man,
Let's talk
I'm
about
just
your
trying to make
drinking.
the show great.
Let's talk
He
about
did
your
have a
drinking.
2:30 meeting.
There's a reason
Really?
we took the Globe bar
It was
out
a
of his
happy hour.
office.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's in here.
We need to wheel that thing away from him. Wheel it over here somewhere safe. Oh, look at
Mikey's in charge.
Everybody's having a good time. One
tip
shot of
jar.
cash.
Cash is in charge of the liquor cabinet.
the Globe bar. All right, before we do you people, do we have some compiled?
Yes, we do.
All right, before we do that, I think because it worked last time.
Oh, wait.
What? Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't we have a
What?
show?
We do.
Oh, actually, yes.
Oh, yeah, screw you. I would like to congratulate all of you for being here because it's very important that you understand that the Cirque Du Sirois show.
It's just like Smartless. It's just
I got it
like
right.
Smartless.
I got it right, though. I got it right. We have original programming here at the CDS thing that we're doing. And it's very important now that I'm going to pass this piece of paper that has not been read by anyone to Daniel Balis for the newest show to watch every Tuesday and or Thursday here on the Cirque du Sirois stream radio program. And now we
Please
start.
tune in.
Okay. Let me look over this for a second.
No,
Get
just
the right
read it.
voice. Okay. Dozens have gone missing, and the police believe they have their man. He has no alibi, no defense, no hope. Police have multiple witnesses, his fingerprints on the murder weapons, high-quality video of him committing the crimes. The easiest conviction of the century only has one problem. He says he didn't kill him. Solve the mystery Thursday on CDS.
Didn't kill him?
Oh. He says he didn't kill him.
He says,
He looks like he's telling the truth.
I love the ransom note.
Thank you.
We have a picture of
Wait, you said they have the police say they have high quality video of him committing the crime?
video. Yeah. Yep. They have multiple witnesses.
Yep.
His fingerprints are on the murder weapon. High quality video of him committing the crime. It's the easiest conviction of the century, but it only has one problem because he says he didn't kill him.
I mean, we can only believe he's telling the truth.
All right. Well, tune in.
Didn't
Looks
kill
like
him.
kind of an
Thursdays
angel and
on
demon.
CDS.
Like, what a fucking tailspin the prosecution went into when...
Oh, he said what?
He said, I'm sorry. He said he didn't do it? Shit! Fuck! Shit!
Well, what do we do now?
Well, here, watch the video. That's him doing it. It's high quality, this video.
The fingerprints are a perfect match. His DNA was all over the kitchen.
It wasn't me.
But he say...
Something about his hairstyle was
Your
just
Honor.
screaming innocent.
Your Honor, he says he didn't kill him.
Gasp.
When did you take those pictures? Was that on photo day?
Yeah, on media day.
Media day.
What were you doing? What were you trying to get him to do, Madigan?
Yeah,
No,
Madigan.
this was all him.
Really?
He just entered the room
I'll be honest.
and said, I'm going to do something like this.
No, I put too much of that gel. We didn't know how powerful that gel was that day.
I want to do something like this.
And then I'm like, oh, let's take some fucking weird pictures. We'll figure it out.
That's good.
Thank you for supporting our show, and thank you for watching Didn't Kill Him.
So much great programming
Set
on
your
CDS.
TiVo if you don't
There
mind.
you go, Mike.
You effing people!
No!
Hold on.
No?
Time out.
It was fun last time. We're going to do it again. A quick round
Shit.
of initial reaction.
Oh, okay.
Where Madigan gives us two initials. We go in a circle. Danny, you start this time. We'll go same way, but
Okay.
you start. Two initials, and we just go until somebody can't get one.
Come on, baby.
Sometimes
Come
they're
on.
fast, sometimes they're short.
Come on. I got this.
Let me clear my grenadine brain.
Yep.
Everyone take a deep
has
breath.
A lot of
and-
sugar in
it.
there.
Yeah.
Today's initials are MD.
M.D. M.D. Michael Douglas.
Maradona.
It counts.
I know it counts.
Mary Dans,
Who's that?
Norm's wife.
Yeah, that's true.
What? Is it really?
Yeah.
Celebrity?
Yeah, and that, wait.
Celebrity, funny, or someone we know.
Mike Douglas.
Maradona was funny.
Thank you. Thank you. Really early, too. I mean, that's,
Sorry, that was a hard one.
That was a hard. You never know. Those are great initials you gave us, but that is a hard one.
My inspo was Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
It's called inspiration.
Yeah.
Use it as inspo.
That one's just too easy, Cash.
I
You
don't
would have
know if I
gotten there
got it.
eventually.
I'll take the Beastie Boys, Mike D.
Ooh, wow. I will take Matt Dillon.
Give me Mad Dog.
Woo!
Boy, he's
Mad
flimsy.
Dog.
He's flimsy on like two of them already.
I'm on the freaking wing here. Oh God, I got a good one.
Mark, Matt. I'm traditionally very good at this game.
Again, MD are the two letters. All he has to do is come up with anyone with any credibility. That
Mikey Day.
Mikey Day is a very
Oh
good
shit! Now I've forgotten what I had.
Thank you.
Let's go with.
Okay, I got another one, but that's
Shut
not the
up!
first one I had. Okay, well,
Think in your head. Don't think outside.
I'm
of your
helping the
head.
audio people that are listening. You shut up.
Will you
Don't-
guys stop
I've
yelling
got
at
one.
one
I've got
another?
one. I've got one, but I had another one that I forgot.
He won't shut up. I'm trying to think of some.
Why the?
Wow, these are hard. MD. Let's go with.
I've got one locked.
Great.
Okay,
You're not up.
Hey, I've got an idea,
Congratulations.
guys. I've got an idea.
Let's just go to Cash because he has
No.
the answer.
No,
I'm
not
going
how
to
it
go
works.
ahead and
Do that.
pass.
No,
you're-
you cannot
got it.
pass.
You're
You're out.
Okay, I'm out. Go
No,
ahead.
you're not out yet.
I
Start the clock. You have 7 minutes to think of one.
well, it's impossible when you have
I know.
diminutive
He won't shut
Cash
up.
just blabbering in your left ear.
Guys,
He's still doing it.
Just give us.
Let's go with Marlena Dietrich.
how can
That's
anyone?
legit?
It's
right?
the actress from like the 30s or
Yes,
40s.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that might be right.
Yeah.
Good one.
Moby Dick.
Yep.
Ah, good
Yep.
one.
Moby Dick on freaking Jaws Day.
See,
You went with a whale. That is sacrilegious.
That's fucked up. But
Yeah. Why don't you come up with a shark?
Oh, I got
without
it.
Those
I got-
initials.
but it does count.
I'm gonna pass the next one. Yes, I'm gonna win this effort. Finally.
Mike Dukakis.
Ooh, what?
Mike Dukakis.
That's good. That's good. Oh shit! Now I've forgotten. Oh no, I got it.
Boy, play by fucking play of what's in your head, huh?
Well, just trying to have everybody live through my
I'm
experience.
going to go with Mandy D.
What is that?
Mikey knows.
I proudly don't know, but I think I know where you're headed, and I'm going to allow it. Mandy D. I have
on one of
no.
those channels that you have on your
My friend.
your
has.
friend has on his Fire Stick. Trust me, YouTube pervs are going to go, "What up, Balis?"
Let's mark
Mandy
that.
D.
That is fantastic.
Mandy D. Hell yeah.
That makes me happy. Whatever just happened there.
God, I'm so glad my mom doesn't know about this show.
Most deaf.
Fuck yes, that's good.
Oh, and I got another one. I can do this all night. Now I don't want to forget that one. I should write it down.
I'm just having trouble thinking of first names start with M that aren't Mike or Mark.
It's tough.
This is
I got
silence.
one in the can.
This is silence.
I'm working on my second one. I have one to save me once you
Chat
guys.
said milk duds.
Well, I mean,
Don't.
That doesn't count. That's not even a person.
Can't use it.
It kind of does count.
Can't
though.
use it.
That's- The rule is
Sorry,
real
JD.
flimsy.
just don't say the one I have in my head.
I got a great one that I will use if I need to. So
Say it. Move on.
no,
I won't. I
No,
won't
I
move
will
on.
not.
I won't move on.
Shell.
You have to say the one you have.
You know what? Every time you talk, I'm going to reset the call.
I'm
Have you
gonna
never
talk
heard of
now.
a moment
I'm
of
gonna talk
silence?
now. No.
I would like a moment of silence.
I'm the only
and I'd
one
like you
that
to respect it.
respects the moment of silence.
All right, fine. I'll torch the one I got.
Yes,
Damn
do it.
Mike Ditka.
Mac Davis.
Mikey Day.
You
Wait,
just
wait,
said
wait.
Mikey
I said
Day.
Mikey Day already.
said.
You
7
idiot.
turns ago.
Cash-
You drunk.
Cash is
you
eliminated.
drunk.
I can't be
And-
eliminated. Are you?
You're eliminated.
Eliminated.
That's bullshit.
That means you have to sit there and be real quiet.
Yeah, when you're eliminated, you have to be silent.
He should have been eliminated.
He can't
Okay.
do that.
I don't know who Mac Davis is.
Mac Davis,
Hold on.
Lubbock, Texas.
No, I
in my
believe
rearview
you.
mirror. Country
Okay,
singer.
good. I want to make sure it wasn't a
Great songwriter.
because I will then take Miles Davis.
Ooh, Miles Davis is a good one. It's a good one.
All right. I mean, come on.
Sorry, you know how they do a podium? The
Guys,
loser's always on
I have
the
other
bottom.
ideas. I have other ideas. I could say all these other ideas.
Amazing.
God, it's
I could
amazing.
totally.
Amazing.
You give this guy a.
Hey, you guys.
Did he
Give
get
a
into
mouse
your
a cookie,
cocaine?
damn.
Just give me a second.
He didn't touch my cocaine.
I
Didn't
could
touch my
have
cocaine.
done this.
This guy, you put this
Keep
guy,
going.
You put this guy in a C-Tech shirt, and he just won't shut up.
Mouth's flopping like that shark toy I got for Christmas.
Just stuck open.
Let's go with, like I have something. Like I have a choice. Let's go with.
Yeah, on my list. Next on my list.
We're leaving out women.
I know, but what are good M women names? There aren't any.
Mary.
Madigan.
Okay, well,
I already said Mad Dog.
picked a hard one.
Sorry.
How did I get
Mike,
eliminated so early?
Shut up, Tiny Cash. Meg. You're looking at chat, you fucking dick.
I'm out. I'm out. You're the dick.
You're saying, I got one. You've been eliminated for like 37 minutes.
You know what? I'm going to give a hint to my brother.
Go ahead.
One of my closest
I'm about to
personal
lose
friends.
anyway. Closest personal friend's not a celebrity.
No, a celebrity.
Damn, Mike Ditka. How did you think of that? Miles, Mike, Mark, Molly.
10.
Keep going. Count me down. Molly,
my head.
Madison, Millie Doodoo,
Michelle
Millie
Obama.
Michelle
Obama. I might have laughed at. If we laugh, it counts.
Michelle. Mark
5.
Fucking shit. Mikey wins. Did you have another one?
It's not about. I do. Duke head football coach Manny Diaz.
Oh, that's a good one. Really good one.
Thank you.
Florida connections, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Miami connections. Friends of this guy. He's going to spend July 4th with him.
Yep. He couldn't think of that one.
He couldn't think of his friend.
Well, I saved my brother though.
How?
Because he was.
I won. I won. I didn't.
Fire.
I didn't need one.
How many more did you have?
None.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's
Mike.
hard.
What other
That was
M?
MD. Those are really easy letters.
Yeah.
You people.
He's right. He's right this time.
Yeah.
You people.
Shit.
The title of episode 11 of Cirque Du Sirois is called Cash Smoked Crack.
Oh, you okay? We don't have to sit around and think about the title
No.
for 10 minutes after the show.
I
like
mean,
we usually
on a
do.
shark-themed show, which, I mean, come on. The titles are endless. No, it's Cash Smoked Crack.
Cash smoke crack. Cash smoke crack.
That
Okay.
doesn't.
All right, you people, this is where your chat
Danny Vapes
and comments are highlighted, and we answer questions, and we are not scared of shit unless it's about the fate of man.
And a teaser moving forward. We're gonna do marbles coming up.
The one Arby's.
The people on Twitch get a marble. Exclamation point play. We'll get to that in a second. But now it is time for you people.
What do you got?
All right, boys.
Paid customers go first.
Would Danny take $500 now or 1% of all future Cirque du Sirois profits?
How much? How much up front?
Give me the 1%.
$500 now or 1% of future profits.
Oh, you better. You have
1%.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
We're all-
What the hell are you doing here?
We're all proper fucked
Yeah.
if you lose that bet. And we'd like to thank everybody for
500.
Venmoing us
Yeah.
$1.
If it
A
reaches,
couple
okay, I'll
dollars.
tell you what. If Venmo's collection box jar reaches $500
I'll
tonight,
take it.
I'm walking away with the $500
Yeah.
and giving away 1% of my share in Cirque du Sirois.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Cirque Bucks.
Yeah. We did have Cirque Bucks going for a long time. Believe it or not, they didn't catch on.
No.
Ah, it's crazy.
They had a closet full of Cirque Bucks.
Remember when they had Musers money, or was
Like
that
a
before your
Bitcoin?
time?
No, I don't.
No, they used to have like something that was like a coupon that you could use at a certain like sandwich
Really?
place, and it was called Musers money.
Okay.
and, they
And we
actually
are
printed-
willing to have the same deal for you and your sponsorship.
They printed it off and had like their faces on it, so you'd go to like whatever this place was and give them your Musers money.
Okay.
You get money off. Isn't
I
that
like it.
brilliant?
Basically Bitcoin
Yeah.
before it existed.
Was it Cirque Cash, Cirque Bucks,
Cirque Bucks, right?
Cirque Bucks?
Nice.
I've said it now.
Yeah, I
and
just said
I
it a
don't
second ago.
remember it. Yeah.
Cirque Bucks.
Okay, boys.
Invest now.
After tonight's show, I'll take $5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Aye.
Boys,
What?
can you explain what metal bats is? I hear the reference here and on Dumb Zone and Ben and Skin, but I need to know what I'm missing. Thanks. I'll hang up and listen.
I actually like those questions. That's great.
I do too.
Because we know the core of the people listening or supporting us or have known us on some level for a long time because of KTCK 97. What are they?
One.
90. No, we're not. Were we used to be 97.1? The first
96.7.
96.7 KTTK Sanger.
That's not right.
ATCK.
KTTK Sanger.
Okay.
I was through the Sanger part, and I don't know where Sanger is. But we'd like to thank everybody from Sanger for supporting us and watching us. But we used to have radio shows, or we were on radio shows for a long time. And Metal Bats is a reference to me speed talking when I get excited. It's funny because it's so random. We were talking about if you don't know any idea who we are, we played baseball against Jack White for some reason.
And his band.
Yep.
And all of his, he's a co-owner in War Stick, which is a bat company here in town. In Deep Ellum, they have a facility. And we played a charity baseball game against them. The War Stick Woodsmen against the Ticket Timbers.
That's right. So we were thinking, they're making like Major League Baseball bats.
Yes,
and they do.
We're just expecting that they were going to be all wooden bats.
Right.
Mikey showed up.
Yeah, and they had a big lineup of all their bats, and there were metal bats.
Yeah, and during the recap the next day after the game, Mikey was like, and they had metal bats too. I couldn't believe it until I got there.
Yep.
I didn't realize it until I got there.
Well,
and they were
the way
cool
he said
looking.
it, said it so fast.
The funny thing is I was just talking, and it was Mino that yanked. It's such a stupid sentence, and if you listen to me enough, I talk pretty fast, and I get fired up and talk about a lot of things. And I do get excited and squeeze some words in.
So anytime Mikey talks fast...
Yes, it's called a metal bats moment. But yes, I saw all the bats, and I said, and they have metal bats too, which I didn't realize till I got there. And for some reason, Mino, idiot, who's a former fucking intern and a sweet boy who I love very much, pulled that as
But
like...
fucking idiot is the part that I'm going to remember.
He knows he's an idiot. We're all idiots. Anyone smart knows I'm an idiot. They're an idiot. We're all idiots.
Yeah.
Anyone who's smart and doesn't think they're an idiot, you're actually the idiot.
That's deep.
Whoa,
That is deep.
Let me go get the shark copy. They need a little more.
But do you remember we made a song out of it? They had metal bats too. Didn't realize till I got there.
Was that your fucking Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
You do that in the style of
Chili Peppers.
Do we have that for White
I
Elephant?
mean, not right now.
No, not right now.
Check your
somewhere.
pockets. Do you have it? Do you have the song we want to hear in your pocket?
I muled it in my anus.
Hot.
You did. God, I remember that Chili Pepper song because you just talking nonsense, but the chorus, I guess, was they had metal bats too.
Didn't realize till I got there.
It's so good. We are going to do more Danny songs of the past too, because a lot of people are asking for that.
That's going to be an entire segment.
Yeah, when we get to that show, you'll realize that we have clearly fucking run out of ideas.
Fresh.
No,
we're right on the precipice of running fresh out of ideas. But anyway, metal bats just means me or somebody talks really quickly.
Why is Mikey banned from Arby's?
Madigan, did I when we started this whole thing, what did I tell you? I said nothing about the Arby's situation, didn't I? And I'm banned from one fucking Arby's.
Yeah, the one on, what was it, Beltline and Spring Valley and the Tollway. Yep.
So I'll just very kindly, even because you have one arm, I'll say next.
Thank you.
Next question.
Very respectful. Very respectful.
I thought you told her.
I told her fucking truth.
Okay,
He's
last
busy.
question.
Can't hear all the.
Last question.
I can do a couple more.
Yeah, fire.
Okay. Mike, do you still play Formula One with the steering wheel / pedals that I gave you? Do you still like it?
That's my guy.
Who is that?
That is a supporter and listener of ours. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. Is his name on there?
Or his initials MD?
Because
that really could have come in helpful earlier.
Bird Dog 0347.
Oh yeah,
So-
Bird Dog, your friend.
We did. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, but I met him in a parking lot.
That's your friend with the pirated fire stick.
Yeah, that's the guy with the fire stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves Bratty Sis.
Madigan, are you capable of putting something up that I just texted you?
Okay, now it's not even a fucking joke anymore. We may have to do a long stream tonight.
We might have to have an intervention.
You know what? In honor of Cash and what a great job he's done, I say all of us, Cash, let's chug our drinks. Cash, chug.
Go ahead. You chug.
No, you chug. I'll chug with you. Let's go.
No, I
You
want
chug.
Danny to chug.
I don't have anything left.
I want Cash.
drink
There,
Mikey's
chug the whole
delicious
thing.
shark beverage.
Okay, shark fact question.
Wait, what was the? There was something. What was the question? It was about. There was an answer to it. No, is it stupid? What was?
I don't know, man.
I forgot the question.
I presented her something that I was gonna see if it.
No,
could
but
be-
before that, before you derailed.
Yeah,
us
the
as
bird dog
usual.
guy.
Oh, yes, exactly. So I was all excited, and I wanted to get into sim racing at my house. And Steve Porcari of Four Corners Brewery is like a hyper fan of sim racing. And I've gone to Four Corners, and I drink some El Chingon, which is such a goddamn delicious IPA.
Light Buzz is better.
And, dude, if I saw him tonight, I'd be like, where are we at? Like, he's got a badass full sim in his house. Sim racing, dude, you more than fucking anyone with expendable income should be in on this shit because it's so realistic. And yes, Formula One is one, but you can race any discipline you want.
I'd be the best at it.
On great, perfect tracks. It's so good.
He's so frustrated with you tonight.
It's a bad night.
Is this life or is it just tonight?
So I wanted to get in on it. We did a segment. I was filling in for someone, me and Corby. I was like, I'm thinking about making a large sports purchase. And it was an interesting conversation. I mean, it was... Theoretically, I mean, you can get it for $100, couple $100, or 20,000, or 100,000 if you want a simulator in your house. Yeah, your level. And a listener, Bird Dog, hit me up, and he's like, I have a steering wheel, a stick shift, and pedals. He's like, I don't use them anymore. Logitech is the company that makes them. Mm-hmm. And I went and met him in a parking lot, and he gave them to me, and I was all excited.
Met him in a parking lot.
Yes. And I got all excited and I set them up and they work great. But I'm sorry, the long answer is I really don't anymore. I had to disassemble it and it's right next to my desk because I don't have the updated F1 game. But if I ever do anything that's actually successful in my life and I do have expendable money, I will maybe put a little bit into like a real simulator because I just think it's really fun and incredible.
Here you go, Cash.
Dave Benz.
DB.
One of our friends is watching us live, and this is just a flex about his Emmys.
Did he fucking move the Emmys in front of the TV for the picture? And the answer is yes, right?
100%.
Like they're in front of those pictures. He doesn't leave the Emmys.
There's no chance that is what his living room looks like.
Are these
Cash,
real
go
Emmys?
get yours.
Are these
Go get your
Dallas
Emmys.
Emmys?
I'm not going to get my Emmys.
What are these?
Boy, no one gets more mad at me when I make fun of, you have a Lone Star Emmy. Cool. Who doesn't? Because like everyone that we know in media has multiple Lone Star Emmys.
Are those Lone Star Emmys? Or...
No, though he lives in California and he was the voice.
Yeah, he was the Mark Followill of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for like a lot of years. And he's fucking awesome.
They're still probably regional.
Okay.
But the point is...
Yeah, they're Great Lake Emmys.
Yeah, whatever they call it. But congratulations on your accomplishments. I think it was what Mikey's trying to say. And then also thank you for watching the Cirque Du Sirois show. Brought to you by... email us at cirquedusirois@gmail.com.
My simulator's going off the asphalt. Okay, we're back on the asphalt. Cash.
Y'all send me emails. I love talking to y'all.
Cash saved.
You know when you like kind of veer off and they've got those bumps to keep you from going to the ditch? That's how I feel when Cash takes over.
Yeah, whenever he gets to his third sentence.
Hey, guys.
He starts hitting the rumble strips. I got it.
I'm doing pretty good.
I mean,
I love you, Dave Benz.
Relatively speaking.
Hey, forever. We have the coup de grace.
The coup de grace. Hey, that's inside shit.
Thank you.
Coup de grace.
Anything else?
This is a question for Mikey. It's a Jaws fact question.
Go. I'll probably know it.
What did the crew nickname the animatronic shark in the movie?
It's Bruce.
Bruce.
Boy, that's in the face right there.
That was fast.
I thought you had a good question.
Isn't that also
That
the
was
nickname?
fast, Chuck.
The nickname for the fog in San Francisco?
Bruce?
Yeah. Or that's Carl. Is it Carl? What's the nickname for the fog that goes across the bay?
You're on your own now.
If any of our
It's
viewers,
Carl, my bad.
If any of our viewers live in San Francisco and have a lot of Emmys on their mantle, that's where Dave lives.
It's got to be. I think it's Carl.
Carl?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Bruce was definitely the shark. I think Spielberg's dog's name or something like that.
Carl.
Yeah, yes.
Last one.
Good.
Yep, sure.
You people want to know what your current feelings of being a Mavs fan are right now after the number 1 pick, Gafford extension, and now the Kyrie extension. How do you feel, boys?
Good question. Well,
and the pick, you know.
No, that's the whole.
Obviously.
I mean, Gafford extension, Kyrie extension. You knew they were going to happen.
What are you going? What are you going to do?
You didn't know about Gafford.
What are you going to do without them? You had to do those, right?
Look,
maybe you didn't have to do Gafford because you got D-Live and AD.
I'm sure Cash has a lot on this. My only thought is that we would be the depression of the last 6 months would be magnified worse. The apathy would be multiplied, if not for the fucking miracle that happened. And, you know, someone else said this, but I always liked it. It's like the Mavs had 19 and said, hit me, and they got a 2, and they act like yay, we win. And the Mavs had nothing to do with winning the damn first pick. But the fact that they have that is just this shot of heroin into the arm, like to give all of us life. Without that, if we were the 9th pick or whatever the hell we should have been, it would be the emptiest, most terrible feeling right now with no hope on the future. But because of what's going to happen tomorrow night, through no like success of their own, we're in a different place. So overall, as a Mavs fan, I'm like, all right, let's get this fucking guy in here and let's see what happens.
It is a complete rebirth of possibility. The fact that, listen, the team is going to be a pain in the ass to score any baskets against. That is true. Defense wins championships is such a freaking, staid comment, but getting this guy gives you belief we're about to enter a period of darkness. We were about to.
We are or were?
We were.
Yeah.
We were about to enter a period of darkness that might have worked. I mean, before the Kyrie injury, it was difficult that it might work out. The fact that Cooper Flagg is about to be here tomorrow is an incredible jolt of energy. But he's a kid. He's a freaking kid that is not going to be. I mean, Victor Wembanyama, incredible, is about to enter year 3 off an injury, and it just takes time. And the fact that Gafford is such an incredible defensive stalwart and a finisher at the rim, it's going to be fun to watch, provided they get a freaking guard or 2. They have to get somebody that is going to fill the gap while Kyrie gets back from injury, because he's not going to be back until the freaking trade deadline. That is just the way that it's going to be. But this kid is that exceptional. And the fact that last year's draft, if the Mavs had won the lottery, it wouldn't be this cool. Reece Shea, great. He's playing very well. He's exceptional-ish, but he ain't generational. And the fact that Cooper Flagg is about to be here as of tomorrow, forget the PR part of it. I mean, the PR part of it is, incredible that things were so south. The ship was so sinking from a fan perspective. And then Dirk to Luka to Cooper Flagg makes sense. But that wasn't a possibility. That was a lightning bolt that happened that made this a possibility.
I think I'm probably like, I don't know, maybe not the majority of Mavs fans, but a good portion of them. And my feelings is winning the lottery does not absolve you of any sins, Nico. You still fucked that up royally beyond
facts,
imagination. You just signed a guy that is fucking hurt and not going to be back until the middle of the season with Kyrie that's old already.
Yeah, but Kyrie...
hang on, let me finish.
All right.
And you signed him to a boatload of money for 3 more years. They really didn't have any other option. I got no problem with that. Gafford's great. I love having him around. Seemingly affordable. But Cooper Flagg, hype out the ass, out the wazoo, unproven NBA talent. He's never stepped foot on an NBA court. Let's see what he does. So I think me, like most other Mavs fans, are still like, fuck you, Nico. And we're kind of watching the season like, okay.
It's just
with
difficult.
Folded arms.
It's just difficult.
But I don't feel any differently now as far as about who's running this team, who owns this team, than I did when the Luka trade went down. And everything else is all just kind of conjecture at this point. Let's wait and see if it works out. Then they're the luckiest fucking team in the history of the NBA.
I'm just speaking to it from a fan perspective. Like, it was about to be the winter.
Yeah, no, it could have been worse.
It was about to be the winter.
The least what you have now is at least hope.
It should have been worse.
It should have been worse.
Get hit by lightning.
Right.
Nobody was happier in the world when they got that,
I realized
that little ping pong ball than Nico.
Cooper Flagg's contributions will be defensive, all this. But right now, the day before he gets drafted, lock a number in your head for his points per game after his rookie season. Take a moment.
See,
points per game?
Yep. I know. I just said it. I realized that its contributions are going to be across the board.
I'll go with 13.
I was going to go even higher than that. I was going to go like 15 and a half.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I had 16.1.
Well, that is something to think about, Mike.
And I would now like to
Well
say
said.
hi to myself watching this after next season ends, when we all look at the score sheet and we see that Cooper Flagg averaged 16.1 points. And most people are going to be like, how the hell did he know that? And I'm going to be like, I guess I don't know if I did know it, but I knew something. I felt something. And once again, Big Shale got it right.
And if he does get it right, imagine how fast
This isn't
his
the
fingers go
30 seconds of end of the show bullshit that we
video.
do.
One of you guys who know how to do video, pull that.
Yeah.
Danny, real time.
Pull that. I'll need that.
When you and I are,
But that's going to be impactful.
when you and I are in trade school after this thing fails by Christmas.
Going to UTI.
Now I'd like to make a video for myself 2 years from today. Hey, big boy. You're looking good. Christina's staying with you? Yeah, I guess. We don't know.
I don't
ask.
see it either.
Don't jinx it.
You've lost more weight and added more muscle at your age? Jesus. You're great at sex and comedy. And you're fun. And I love you. And I still love you. And I loved you 2 years ago. And I loved you 1 year ago. And Cooper Flagg just averaged 22.4 points this last season. He's coming up. Mavs are on the brink of a title. Stick together, guys. There you go. Okay, now 3 years.
That was bullshit.
It was bullshit. I'm sorry for that. Delete that, Madigan.
Let's roll some balls.
Yes!
Bing, 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 bing.
If you are on YouTube, gotta go to Twitch. Put exclamation point play in. Place your wagers.
Is it fun?
It is.
It's a marble race. It's time for marble race. This is still. What the fuck?
Is he gone? What happened to Danny? Is he making poo poo?
That's your move.
Is he here?
No, he's not fucking there, dude.
He's not here.
Hey, you know anything?
Still warm.
You know anything about this? All right. Well, Danny's gone. It's time for the marble race. It's, I guess, just for the people on Twitch. Thank you for watching us on anything or listening to this shit on anything. It's super fun, and we do want to keep making it better and have a good time with you guys and who knows what.
Are people putting in exclamation point? Okay.
Yes.
I want to know if it actually
Due
counts.
to the miracles of purple drink, I grew my arm back. Wow.
Hey, look who's back.
If you
Can't-
have
I
put
can't do the game with
exclamation point play in already, do it again now to make sure that you have a ball.
Bing, 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 bing.
$500 to the first person that wins 3 marble races and $500 to their favorite charity.
I'm going to pick someone random. P1 Brad, no. You're not my guy. Coach Shula, that's you.
I'm in.
Lemon picked. You know what? Lemon picked, I think, is going to be my choice of the night. If you want to get in this marble race, all you have to do, you just need 5 keystrokes. One is the exclamation point. You might actually need 6 because you have to hit shift and the number 1, and that's going to give you an exclamation point. And then PLAY. If you're watching on Twitch, please just hit exclamation point play. That's all you got to do. That's your entire obligation to this show. We don't need anything from you. And you're going to have a marble in this race. It's going to line up. She's going to hit play. Gravity's going to take over, and one of these balls is going to make it down there before any others. Exclamation point play is all you need to get in this game. And if you're a visual learner, I have this for you.
Oh
which I
my
know
God, he's back.
Hey!
Hey, what's up?
Exclamation point play to get in the game. You're going to have a marble. Oh, wait, do we have winner? Oh, we haven't done the marble winner thing yet?
Nobody's won first place 3 times.
No, I know that, but the other thing is not done. We're going to have shirts for the winners.
Yes,
Hey,
but it's
not
not
done
now.
yet.
But that's not happening yet.
Not now.
All right, so...
Oh, I see Amy Wake in there. Y'all go buy some ore.
Oh, is she Amy Wake?
Get some ore. Get some
Amy
ore.
with an E, WAKE on Instagram. Follow her art and buy some. Why not? Why not buy some? Exclamation point play is all you need. And I will say, stay tuned after the marble race. Usually that's right about the end of the show, but I've been listening. I've been listening close
Here we go.
to what you three have been doing and some others. And we're going to have a show ranking like we used to do on the Cirque Du Sirois show. Where are you going now? Are you going poo-poo again? He gave me a thumbs up when he was off camera. He's going poo-poo again?
Yeah.
We're going to do show rankings after this thing, and we'll see how everybody slots. I think you did pretty well.
I think I did okay today.
I think you did really good.
Yeah.
And Madigan, you did really good today.
Yes. Thank you.
Obviously, I did.
I don't even, I know this is a bit.
Okay, let's
But
talk
here's
about
the
him while he's not
thing.
here.
Here's the thing. I know this is kind of a bit that you guys used to do, and he always came in last. If you were being legitimately scoring today, fucking last.
I am legitimately.
I mean, he has been shit-faced.
I think
For real.
drunk.
Gummy.
Can't even get a sentence.
Probably
And then
two gummies.
we told him, watch chat and let us know. But we'll be in the middle of sentences, and he's like, chat says.
And I'm sorry I had to leave. I had to go take an important sales call because my phone was going off.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bring in some revenue for the show.
Good,
Understood. Understood.
He forgot to release his diarrhea again. So not only is he shit-faced on double gummies, he also has to go diarrhea in the middle of
He's
the show.
shit-faced and shitting.
Yeah.
Shit-faced and shitting.
And he's probably
he might be throwing up.
he
might be.
Yeah,
he might be
throwing up.
screaming.
Yeah.
He went into the
screaming
bathroom
into
with
the
shoes
American
on and came
standard.
out barefoot. Just
yakking
throwing that
up.
out there.
He lost his shoes in the
Yakking up
bathroom.
It was one
pimento
of those
cheese
poops
and
that
Ritz
makes
crackers.
you full body sweat and you take all your
Just
clothes
a
off.
pile of pimento cheese. in the
Cooper
toilet.
Sirois.
Were you guys saying nice things about me the entire time?
Only the finest things that can be imagined by man.
It's like a diamond.
Is this show any good? It's good, right?
Today?
Yeah. I mean, just in general, we're fine.
I think pretty good today.
Okay, good.
I feel pretty good today.
Look at our track. This is fun.
This is my favorite one you picked so far.
Where does it go?
Danny.
Yeah, I love
It
this
goes
one.
over here.
You're getting better at this.
Oh, there's no
Thanks.
jumps.
There's a galaxy back there.
What is that whole
No jumps
tornado
on this one,
thing?
but this is our finisher. I guess it's just a portal.
That's a time portal. Yes.
Oh, so it's who goes through the portal first.
Who
All
goes through
right.
the portal first?
All right, exclamation point play if you want to marble. If you're on Twitch, this couldn't be
Yeah.
easier.
There are
Exclamation-
268 people on Twitch and only 175.
Chat says.
So if you've already put it in, do it again. Exclamation point play.
Go on. I was. You got it.
Oh, my mom's in there. What's up, mom?
Go ahead.
Your mom's in there?
Yeah.
What's up, Mama Madigan?
Oh,
Danny's edible.
I think I've got the cash flu.
yeah.
Come on in. Water's
Rubbing off
fine.
on us. All right, 190 are in, 191, exclamation point play. I mean, at this point,
Thank
yes,
you,
we're going to wait
Elizabeth.
for
I
200.
see my brother.
We need
too.
8 more. 8 more heroes, 8 more
Madigan's
athletes.
saying-
And you have just the same chance of winning if you get in now as if you did very first marble.
Do you think
I know. Happy Pride Month.
Do you think the Apple Podcast and Spotify people like marbles?
No,
probably-
they turn it off.
They probably click the X.
No, I think it sounds like Norm's horse race.
This is
thing.
the.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't know. The champions that have won so far: Rylan Rowe, Texas American, Boogie with Stu 35, C. Gerard, Shales Jardian's Dealer, Silky Johnson 51, then 5 Samurai, Christina Ray, Nermitsky, and Scott 207. Whoever wins 3 marble races, $500 cash and $500 to your favorite charity. The first person that wins 3 GD marble races, 204 champions are already in this thing. Dear God, it is going to happen tonight.
I want to be clear. If Christina wins 3, she's getting that 500.
Yeah.
There's no foul play. How the fuck would we even know how to do that?
No.
So, but if
Someone
she does,
emailed asking about being in the top 10 3 times, but sorry guys, you
No.
got to be first place.
No.
We're not handing
Yeah,
this
what
money
is it?
out.
If you're not first,
10.
you're last.
top
This
10.
is not a philanthropy.
I know who that is. I don't remember their name, but somebody was all excited because they're in the top 10 again. Like they're compiling a nice load of points. No. Get that fucking
Ain't the
checkered.
Grand Prix.
Get that checkered or fuck off. All right, 205 are in. We're starting this thing in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7,
My God.
6, 5, 4. 207 are in. We'd like to welcome the University of Nathan.
Oh, what button
Nolan.
did I press? There we go.
Escape.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Somebody got in.
Disaster film did, you fuck. He's a supporter. He knows what he was doing.
It's begun.
He was waiting for he got in, though. 209.
Here's the real countdown. We do,
And the race has begun.
And it's off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Talk
All
about
the
the athletes,
champions
Mikey.
are in.
Talk about the athletes
These
that
are the
we're seeing.
premier
Talk about the
athletes in the United States of America and beyond. I don't know about this board. It looks like one that you may not get evicted from. You may not get launched over. It looks like there's just a lot of speed bumps, sticks in your way, Hershey's Kisses, stuff you have to maneuver. There's a swinging paint stick, apparently. I don't know.
AC in Dallas is absolutely up in there. K.A. Linder.
I don't know if this is one that you're going to get eliminated. This might just be pure keep.
What's going to happen there at the end?
And keep grinding.
Okay.
Cal Linder.
Oh, there's an explosion. Fuck! Look at K.A. Linder.
Who was that guy? What did he run into?
Who's K.A. Linder?
That's someone.
Calendar.
Oh.
I might have to go with. I'm just looking for Christina because we
need money
at that household. Need Christina.
The marbles are
making
going
a lot
through
of
the
money.
entire thing right
things
now.
aren't going well.
Calendar. Way better way to say it.
Oh, lemon. I said.
Oh, it's a disaster.
The whole board.
The humanity.
Zoom into the death zone.
What is happening? Oh my God! It's so
spaghetti
embarrassing.
again tonight at the Sirois household.
Yeah, my God.
What happened back there? We don't know. You
No
can zoom
veal
in.
cordon bleu for you.
Zoom in. You can zoom in. There you go. Let's really get to know what they're going through. Oh, look at these. Casey Fun you stupid shit.
How are they falling off?
It's the
we don't know. Oh, there's a hole.
There's
trapdoors. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Down in a hole.
But Calendar.
Losing my soul.
Calendar has no problems with trapdoors. I expect
Down in. Okay.
there's going to be a trapdoor right at the end. And Calendar
you
maneuvers
missed
it just a fucking done deal.
That is it.
Calendar with a smash and grab at your local 5 and dime.
Way to go, Calendar.
Bastardization.
Calendar.
BS Jillian. BS Jillian. Is that our Jillian?
I hope so. What's BS stand for?
I don't know.
Oh, some of them are missing it.
Bad
Look at all these people falling.
Oh, Sirois.
Silky with a top 5 finisher. Don't want to hear it just because you won before. Don't want to
my
hear it.
mom got 10th.
Did you really? Sea Dog Mini
Go,
top 10.
Mom.
All right, hold on. Oh, there we go.
Calendar.
It's great.
Hey, great, pal. That is a sweet little victory for
Quick
Calendar.
race.
That was
Quick
a
race.
race.
They're typically like 3 minutes long.
A new first-time winner on the board of the marble race. Congratulations, Calendar. God damn it, you did good tonight.
It's a marble race.
All right.
It's fun.
It is fun. Thank you, one and all, for watching this. And it's kind of a new, not new, it's old for us, but I have been tracking kind of the performance of everybody on the show.
This is about to be bullshit.
And I have a show ranking that a lot of people, including Nima, who won the Bingo tournament on Thursday. And thank you to Kelly Legal for supporting us. And you can play Bingo and maybe win a
Thursday
laser cup type thing. Laser cup.
Aaron Kelly Legal.
Yeah. He and many people requested show rankings, so I do have some, and I've been tallying how everyone's been doing.
I don't think
all right?
anybody's
Today's show rankings. Number 1 was me, Cirque Nowitzki. Thank you.
Clap.
It's hard to argue. I mean, you did splurge for the
cost
cinema quality shark outfits.
I was simply fantastic today. The outfits, the perfectly timed bon mots. It's an art form. It's just a master class. Doesn't even factor in the kindness that I show all of you off camera. Like, that's not even applied to my number 1 ranking today.
You're a fucking Boy Scout.
Dude.
No question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's that even mean?
Second place in the show rankings was difficult for me. And we're going to give it to Madigan. Madigan wins second place.
I'll clap.
Yep.
Nice work, Madigan.
Grace under
Well done.
immense pressure, usually applied by someone who will finish lower in these very rankings. She's just a twinkle-toed dancer in a minefield of hostility. Madigan.
Thank you.
Oh, with one arm.
Thank you to my team.
There you go. One arm Madigan.
Thank you to production.
Yep.
Wait, that's me.
One arm.
You know what, Madigan? Why don't you clap for yourself?
Yeah, clap.
Give yourself a
clap.
Give yourself.
There you go.
Okay. I didn't say dislocate your soul.
On any other show, you could have been number 1
Yep.
today, but you understand.
It's okay. I can only go up from here.
Number 3, Sir Daniel Esquire.
Thank you.
Give it up. Podium.
Congratulations,
Would you
podium.
clap for him?
Way to go.
Thank you.
Top
I feel like I earned my bronze medal today.
I thought you had value.
I worked hard. I had great comedy jokes, and I showed up sober.
Comedy jokes?
Yeah, he had great comedy jokes. Sir Daniel Esquire in third, The Exalted, a totem pole of virtue.
I got to be next.
Bleached by the sun, perhaps, and blunted by time, but everlasting. Because this man represents all that is eternal in the human experience. Is Danny Balis on the podium today, finishing third.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I guess.
Number 4, he is perfect in every damn way. Perfect, Tommy, buying us drinks. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Tommy.
Well done.
And I finished mine all by myself.
A good man and a great kisser. Thank you, perfect Tommy. Number 5, give it up for Big X the Plug.
The biggest.
He gets a shout in the Steve Carell commencement speech.
Exactly.
That's huge.
The students of Northwestern know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Big X the Plug. Number 6, water feature. Thanks, dog.
Hey, what a dude.
Woo, what a feature.
Just place. Nothing.
Just
all right, I love water feature.
Nothing to cry.
I can't.
Nothing to cry over there. Water feature.
Constantly going. Number 7 is a guy named Brian Gaw, G-A-W.
Who the fuck is that?
Love him.
I'll tell you who he is. I tried very hard. I sent multiple emails. We had many interactions to try to get him live to join us during this show. Mm-hmm. During our tribute to Sharks in the 50th anniversary. Brian Gaw is Katy Perry's former backup dancer who is Left Shark, who you'll see on your screen.
Holy shit.
He wasn't on the fucking show.
Well,
how does he rank?
He almost available.
He almost was.
Yeah.
And
We tried.
We traded emails, but the time just didn't work.
He wasn't on the show though.
But I'm dead serious. How sick would that have
It would
been?
have been super cool, especially on a day like today.
I know. No,
I mean, he would have actually contributed something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm serious. We almost had him.
Which sometimes,
like, no joke.
Sometimes would have contributed something is better than some of the things that people actually contribute.
Yes, or think they're contributing.
Right.
Exactly. So shout out Brian Gaw. Thank you very much. Number 8 on the list of today's show rankings, our former intern Chris.
Yeah. You know what? What a brave soul he was.
He hung in there.
He made it through the whole show. He didn't make it back the next day.
Y'all are gonna scare new intern.
But that
Cam.
was
How about Cam?
valiant.
Is he
effort
on
by
your
him.
effing list?
He's not. I haven't met him. I don't know anything. But former intern Chris did a great job. He tried. He hung in with us for a day.
Yeah. What more do you want?
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Number 9, I would like to congratulate on the show rankings the family of Chris Benoit, as today is a sad anniversary in the world of professional wrestling.
I would ask Cash to pour one out for him, but his glass is empty.
His glass is empty.
Pour out that purple drink.
And perhaps contributions were empty as well, because number 10, it's Cash Sirois.
Woo!
On today's show
I guess
rankings.
we clap for 10th place, do we?
Girl? Oh, na, 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 na.
See you Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Bye-bye.
He did his best.
Saturday, June 28th at the Kessler Theater in historic Oak Cliff, Texas. It's a Skylark Soul Company showcase presented by Josie Records, featuring Paul Shalda. We'll also have the world premiere of his new video, Joey, a beautiful, soulful collaboration with Adrian Quesada. Plus, the funky, bluesy, soulful sounds of Michael Lee and the Wartime Limousine. Your boy Luke Sardello will be on the decks, and we'll have a Josie merch pop-up with a very unique opportunity to score Daniel Bayless's new project, Sir Daniel Esquire. A sound that exists somewhere between Chet Baker and Radiohead. Vibraphones, vintage synthesizers, and space-age exotica propped up by ancient drum machines. Don't miss this incredible night. Get your tickets right now at thekessler.org.
Bloody Gulch.
Baseball.